Well, that sucks. I was literally just starting it up.
Right?
I was going to name it, yes, this is the Weed Show.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Canoes?
Oh, man. What's up, Canoes? How you doing?
I am here.
You are here. It's early.
Yeah?
I have not cracked open an adult beverage yet, so that's all I've got for you. I will have to rectify that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Ranger. How you doing? Boys, it's been raining all day. Big towards that puppy, yo. But yeah, no, it's been raining, and I got the generator started because I'm already out of power, so I've been running the generator. Yeah, this is my bumpers. He's like, he don't want to go outside because it's all wet.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The princess is out there bitching at the cows. Yeah, that's all she's doing. She's just bitching at the cows. Oh,
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Oh, goodness. He's like, I want to go outside. You want a cookie? Want a cookie? Yeah. All right. Be right back in a second.
Now hopefully it'll work. There we go. Now my avatar's right. And we got one viewer. Hello, one viewer.
Lord.
Damn, I do. Like, I can tell it in my face.
What's that?
I am losing weight. Like I can just tell in my face that it's like.
Oh wow! Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Just keep staying active, brother. That's the way to do it.
Right. Quietly, what's up, yo?
Quietly yelling. How you doing? Oh man, fire in the motherfucking bowl.
Oh man.
Fire in the bowl.
Fire in the bowl.
There it is.
Fire in the goat as well. Here you go, ballistic goats.
Ooh, there it is. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com.
That was shoot. Give me a sec. I hope this works.
Right. Nah, it's been raining off and on today. for the most part this evening. So, yeah, haven't been able to get much of.
Did you guys hear?
Do what?
They I guess at this point, cannabis has been taken off the scheduled drug list or something like
What?
that. They voted on it today and it passed 26-2 or some shit. Or I can't remember exactly what it was.
Dude,
It was
I
like
can't make out what
20
you're
to
saying.
some single number.
Say it again.
I know, hang on. Is that better?
Can you hear me, Apex?
I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, he needs to refresh.
Yeah, hang on a second. Whenever I open another tab up, I'm not able. It starts freaking the computer out. Brief second.
Hey, Skulldrazer, what's up, bud? Welcome in. Hey, Skull, if you would. Well, never mind. I guess I could try. I was gonna go over and put the link over to.
I already did it over at Aaron's.
Oh, did you? Good deal.
Yep.
Oh man, I am just thankful for the rain. Otherwise, I'd be pissed off that it's raining. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before the rain started, and then my plants just started smelling.
So the other plant came down today.
The other plant, what?
The other plant came down today.
Oh, really?
It's hanging up. Yeah. All those trichomes, I put it under magnification, and then it's at least 10% of them are already amber.
Oh, really?
So, and I was watching a grow tutorial from Kyle Cushman, the breeder of the plant that I'm growing, and he said once it's 10% or around there to go ahead and cut it down. So that's where I was at. So my season is officially done.
Oh, wow. Right.
Yep. Am I still all choppy?
No, you
yeah,
sound
dude.
good.
You need to shut down, restart, and refresh, and then come back.
Can you hear us?
That has nothing to do with it. I've got another tab open.
I was gonna say because you jumped the.
It has nothing to do with it. I just have.
It's bad, dude.
Is that better? Testing 1, 2.
So far,
I see it. I see my microphone working, so it's coming through. I'm watching it on OBS. I absolutely have microphone going.
Yeah, the microphone's going, but yeah, every once in a while you cut out.
Yeah, so
and you're lagging.
Yeah, it's when I open the tab to go do some research or something.
Oh, I know, but you're lagging behind pretty bad too.
So, well, it's been established now that my computer sucks. So let's go ahead and just drop that. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry if I sound a little snippy. I'm not in the best of moods today. I'm really not.
Well,
Like, there's gonna be. I can already tell that something's gonna pop off that's gonna piss me off tonight, and I'm just gonna end up vanishing. You know, I already know it because it's just the way the day's gone.
well, what are you thankful for?
But I'm gonna try to. I'm thankful that my plants are all finally down and I can get going on shit. That's about it. That's about it. But let me get this done and I'll be back.
You back? Hello?
Hello.
Am I here? Okay. I was just like, am I here? Holy crap. I hear you, Canoes. That's Princess bitching at the cows across the street, across the road.
I can't hear it.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Bill?
Hello.
Tell us what you're thankful for.
No Canoes. I don't have a 308, so it didn't do me any good. I don't have anything that shoots 308.
Well, they had 6.5 and 6 Creedmoor along with a few other things too. So
Yeah.
I thought I'd send them your way. But dude, it's the first time I've seen primers for sale online in over a year.
I run 8mm and 300 Win Mag, and that's it for long range stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Cynthia, welcome in.
But I'm looking for 44 Magnum, a 44 Magnum setup so I can start reloading 44 because that's kind of how I started out on YouTube and everything is 44 Magnum Bill's Ghost.
Yeah.
And that's because I'm kind of a 44 guy and I'm hoping to start reloading 44. It's gotten super expensive. I even have cartridges. I just don't have primers and I don't have a press or primers. So I wanted to start out on 44 because that was the hardest to come by. Magnum, which 44 Special is like a different shell.
Yeah.
But I'd like to, and bullets. I've even looked at casting my own bullets, which you can run it in Special or Magnum. But yeah, I'll probably buy bullets because I'm kind of a fan of the partial metal jacket hollow point.
Yeah.
For either Special or Magnum. That's what I'm looking for is hollow point. Fan like a mofo.
Hey, what's up, Stick Up? You got a G commercial or something.
It's not as bad as the one commercial I got on Aaron's one time for a gay streaming service.
Right. I've seen that.
So what's going on in the world?
Gabo or something like that?
Anybody got any info? Besides the Kilauea. Kilauea is going off now, and La Palma, Canary Islands is going off.
I didn't hear about Kilauea.
Yeah,
Yep.
erupting there.
I know. Oh, okay, yeah. Here's a good one. I don't have the picture handy right now. I'll look for it in a little bit. Someone posted the other day over in Italy where Mount Etna is.
Yep.
Mount Etna must be going off now because this person did a nighttime shot over the city, and like in the foreground is a big lit up church, and
Yep.
behind it and above it there's this what looks to be a big phoenix in the sky made out of flames, and everybody's posting like, "Oh, that's so fake," and airbrush and everything. That's not a phoenix, and what it was, you didn't see the mountain behind everything else behind the city, but it was the lava flow coming off the mountain and following, the terrain. It made it look just like a fucking phoenix in the sky. It was pretty wicked.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that.
I'll have to look it up.
So the flow at La Palma has actually reached the ocean now. It's gotten miles and miles down into the ocean, and it's starting to build a landmass outside of La Palma. It's destroyed 175 buildings, including a church, and at least 175 buildings. People have been evacuated, and they're saying that the smoke, the ash, is more than just ash. It's a glass-like smoke. So when it gets in your lungs, it's like glass in your lungs. It causes your lungs to bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the horrendous poisonous gases coming out of it. And everybody's just like hanging out in cafes and stuff like that, outdoor cafes, with no masks on or anything, no consideration for what's in the atmosphere, in the air. And then Crete just had a 6.0 earthquake on the island of Crete outside of Greece. So that earthquake could become, from what I'm hearing, it could become a volcanic situation. Crete is known for its volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, Cynthia, that day is coming. That day is coming for all of them. There's a rope. Wait.
And then there's about probably there's a major volcano erupting in Mexico, in Ecuador, in Chile, and a few other countries. There's I think 7 total that are actively going off right now. 7 volcanoes. So that's something to think about. That's kind of unusual. I mean, for the day and age we're in, it's not unusual on a global scale. It's not like history hasn't had a lot of volcanoes going off in the past, but in the day and age we're in,
if you look at the scale over the last 100 years, it's a lot more than average on a regular basis.
It is. So, get ready.
Up to the last few years, the last 4 or 5 years, actually.
Well, actually, there's been a lot of volcanic activity within the last 10 years, if you look at it.
Yep.
It's just, in a scale of thousands of years, in the last 10 years, it's been a lot of volcanic activity.
That is badass.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool shot.
So where's this one at?
Italy.
That's the Mount Etna.
Okay.
I'd be worried if I was living on that hillside, though.
Oh yeah. I don't think anybody lives, on the hillside, but at the base where like you see the city limit there. I wouldn't want to be on the backside of that city limit.
Right.
Well, I think people are going to start getting really nervous here in our continent when Mount Rainier and St. Helens start going off again. Because I got a feeling
there's other mountains out there to worry about too, because they're not extinct; they're just dormant. Like
no,
Mount
we've got
Baker,
two. Dude, we've got 2 active volcanoes in my state.
Yeah, I know.
So that's just my state. That's not talking about Nevada and California and other states. Montana's got some. I don't know about Wyoming. Arizona. Oh yeah. Something going on with a volcano in Arizona too. They're saying there's some like activity, some seismic activity that looks like something in Arizona might be going off pretty soon.
Fire in the bowl. Hold up.
I'm gonna pass.
Where's
I'm like right. Huh?
I've never seen that pass. Let me see it. Where'd you get a pass?
What? Where did I get what?
You said you got a pass.
Said
You got a
I'm going
pass?
to pass on that bowl.
Yeah, Liz, I'm almost certain that it's partially on your end too, because you're breaking up too.
Am
when you
I?
Speak.
Well, when he's
really,
further back
really
from
bad.
the mic, he breaks up.
Yeah, when I'm further back, it does. It's not I can do, but I just gotta keep
Bro,
up.
you gotta
forward.
get yourself a $20 plug and play mic. It works
Just-
on all. It doesn't matter whether you got Windows 7, Windows 10. It's plug and play. Just go get yourself a $20 headset.
Yeah, these are badass. They really are, and they work
Are they
really well with
wireless?
my phone. Yes, they're Bluetooth.
Oh, I would just get some wired ones, bro. Get one that's with the USB cord. It never fails.
These are badass, but they work really great with my phone, but my laptop doesn't like them.
Yeah.
So
Probably driver incompatibility.
Right.
Cynthia says, blah, 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 says Greta Thunberg. Ha, the sheeple clapped. Ha. Okay.
Right. She said blah blah blah, and then they all applauded.
Yeah. So
That was the stupidest shit I ever saw.
I'm wondering how much greenhouse gases are being pumped out of these fucking volcanoes right now.
It's the amount of emissions that are made yearly, man-made by exhaust and cars and airplanes and industry. It doesn't come anywhere close to the kind of shit that comes out from volcanoes.
Exactly.
On a daily basis, all of
The
mankind's
scientists
history.
won't talk about it, and the media won't talk about it.
Exactly. Thank you, Canoes. Thank
Daily
you.
emissions from all the volcanoes on the world generally equal more CO2 and sulfur dioxide, shit like that, in the atmosphere than all of human contributions.
Yep.
Period. To the time of our existence.
Yep. Volcanoes pump out far more greenhouse gases than mankind altogether could possibly put out.
Now,
Right.
okay, I remember reading an article a few years back. Do you remember going back probably about 8 or 10 years when there was that volcano going off in Iceland that caused all the major shutdowns of all the air routes in and out of Europe?
Basically, Europe shut down. Yeah.
They did a study on that, particular volcano and the length of its eruption and the amount of emissions that it put out. They said that volcano put out more emissions than 10 years worth of man-made emissions.
Yeah, but it was the Greenland volcano. It wasn't Iceland. Just saying.
No.
No, the one in Iceland. The first 2 weeks of its eruption put out more CO2 and sulfur
I'm pretty
dioxide.
sure it was Iceland.
Yeah, he's talking about Iceland years ago. It shut down Europe. It was Iceland.
But so did Greenland. Greenland went off not very long ago and was spewing lava and smoke and everything, and it pushed up through the ice and flowed out into the ocean.
Yeah, but it didn't shut down Europe.
It was massive. It was I think it was bigger than Greenland, but go ahead. I'll shut up.
The same
Well,
thing
I'm just
happens
saying
with a
that-
lot of those volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands. They shut down air traffic all the time, from Asia to the West Coast, like flights to Anchorage and Seattle and shit. They get shut down all the time.
Okay, they traced Legionnaire's disease, in retrospect to what Lord Skulldrazer just said, all the way to Mount St. Helens. It came out of that lake of Mount St. Helens. That was the origin of Legionnaire's disease. I don't know if you remember that.
I would have to say false on that, because Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980 and
Yeah.
Legionnaires was around before 1980.
Yeah, my grandfather died of Legionnaire's disease in 77.
Okay.
And he died. He caught it in the damn hospital.
All right.
Yeah, no, I know about that one.
I was in the Army at the time.
Oh, wow.
I was
Yeah.
born just a few days after the eruption, I think, like 1 or 2 days.
Oh, in 1979?
80.
Yeah.
I think the eruption was in 80.
It was 79 or 80, but I was actually in the air on my way to the Middle East. I had already finished basic training when Mount St. Helens had gone off, and we had to fly above the ash clouds across the Atlantic and all the way from across the Atlantic all the way to the Middle East, over Italy, and I landed in Italy. And yeah, I remember, because they were worried about our engines clogging up on the plane.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, it may have been an issue to where when Mount St. Helens went off, that it caused a lot of people to have Legionnaire's disease, and that's the first time it's been associated with volcanic eruptions.
And the ash cloud from Mount St. Helens is actually, in retrospect to something like Yellowstone, was like a pimple, just a little tiny pimple compared to what Yellowstone will be like.
Or could be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it did cool the Earth. Mount St. Helens did cool the Northern Hemisphere. And it did go all the way across the entire United States, through the entire Northern Hemisphere, because I saw the ash cloud below me from a plane.
Yeah. Yeah. I know they had ashfall in D.C.
And the ash cloud didn't dissipate even when I ended my time of duty in the Middle East and went back to the United States. There was still ash in the atmosphere, and ash was still a concern.
Wow. I know they were getting acid rain in Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh and stuff like that.
And that was over a year. I did a year over there, and that was over a year. And I came back and I went on leave, and then I had to fly back to Germany.
Yeah, fucking liberals tried to blame the acid rain on diesels and trucks and cars, emissions. Shit. And they were like, no, this is from the volcanic eruption from Mount St. Helens.
Okay. Well, Legionnaires, I also heard, I know what you're saying. I heard that too. but I heard that its origin was Mount St. Helens when when the lake by Mount St. Helens was starting to superheat.
Spirit Lake, I think it was called.
Yeah, it was superheating, and it was doing that before the eruption of Mount St. Helens. So it could be 1976. I'm not sure.
Well, according to Wikipedia, they say the disease acquired its name in 76 after an outbreak in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So it was around before then, but they didn't actually like isolate it and classify it and name it until then.
Okay. Well, we didn't have the internet back then.
Right.
I couldn't just jump on Google back then and check.
You had to run down to the library and look through the card catalog and all that bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't have access to that. Oh. But Wizard knows I was already making electronic shit.
Yeah.
Just didn't have a computer.
Mo, bitch.
What's that?
Just this thing on.
Oh,
That's
snap,
on.
there's a donkey.
Greetings, fellow knuckle dragging freaks.
What's up?
So, I find very interesting your conversation about St. Helens. Then it popped off in 90 or in 1980. I remember when it happened. That was very cool. I also want to talk about the Yellowstone caldera and some of the recent science around that has told us that the Yellowstone caldera is over a hotspot, and that hotspot and that the United States has floated over that hotspot in the mantle called a mantle plume for the last 50 million years, and that has created multiple different calderas within the United States. The Wikipedia article on the Yellowstone hotspot speaks very well about that, talking about the Park caldera, the Henry's Fork caldera, the Jarbridge caldera, all of which are other calderas that were over that plume exactly before Yellowstone was. So Yellowstone's not going to blow. It's and that's kind of why I wanted to throw all that out in front of this. Yellowstone is going to kind of ooze more than it is going to blow. It's been oozing for the last 53 million years from what they can tell.
Right.
And hasn't really caused massive cataclysmic. Man, I gotta tell you, and I really hate saying this, and everybody already knows this, but Ghost, your mic pickup and feedback on everything that I say is just. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like literally every night, all we hear is click, 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 pop, snap, click.
So what do you think it's going to hit when it blows next time? It could possibly be up in Billings, but it's probably going to be up in Montana, right?
It'll be in Montana, and it'll blow, but it's not going to be that. It's not even going to be a St. Helens kind of event. It's just going to be a smaller event that's not going to take half of the United States that everybody, every non-knowing reporter on the planet seems to want to think that.
It could
Right. The
create
last report
another like eco zone that's similar to the current Yellowstone with geysers.
It could.
And
Yes.
stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, because the reports I've been hearing from the scientists with GUSGS and stuff like that I was hearing about with Yellowstone was that this one wouldn't be an explosive event like the one that blew the hole in the caldera thing. This is going to be a build-up event kind of deal.
Here's I don't know. Let me put this in the private chat. It's a website. It's a picture that explains it really well. And you might show that. if you're inclined. It's in the private StreamYards chat at this point.
Got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I don't know if I could fix my noise issues.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't know either, but it may be, and we
You
were
have background cancellation off, like echo reduction and all that.
automatic gain control maybe turn off,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
or
I
just
just have a cell
mic in.
phone. I don't have that.
I think you have a great mic. It just needs to be tuned in a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, he doesn't have any problems when he's talking,
No, it's wonderful.
but when he's not, it feeds back to us a lot.
Well, that's a part of the reason why I wasn't coming up here on the panel.
No. You should not let that inhibit your coming up on the panel, and that's why I don't. That's why I was hesitant to say anything about it.
Honestly,
Sometimes it
I
gets
think what the problem is you just need to get yourself some earbuds to have the microphone, you know?
Well, there's that. There's that. I can't do it on the mic. I have to do a headset.
My earbuds, they're actually all screwed up. They need to go in the garbage. And my Bluetooth also picks up a lot of white noise from, environmental white noise and stuff, and it doesn't help. I've tried it actually on the stream. I'm just screwed.
Better now. Yeah,
Oh.
better.
Well, I had a fan on, so I turned it off. I hope that helped. I don't know.
Okay, so this is saying, the one.
This is saying when this has happened. So the numbers are millions of years ago.
Right.
That yes.
That's a perfect. Okay, thank you. That's a perfect map right there. That is the direction that the earthquake swarms were going, right up through that valley that you see right there that's got all the circles with the numbers in it. They've been gradually going up toward Yellowstone. And that's been going on over the last 10 years. We've been watching earthquake swarms moving toward Yellowstone from right through that valley. That's perfect map exactly.
So this map is of the previous calderas previous to Yellowstone. And the millions of years ago that they existed. So, for instance, 1210 was 12 million to 10 million years ago. That which is currently at Yellowstone was in that area just south of Boise.
Well, if Yellowstone goes off, I'm going to die before everybody else on this panel.
I don't think so. I really don't. So. I mean, even with your proximity to Yellowstone, I don't think Yellowstone is going to be the, extinction level
save
event.
Your ass, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the extinction level event that people say it's going to be.
Well,
that's my humble opinion.
I saw a map, and I'm in the radius of the kill zone. I'm right on the edge of the kill zone.
If it was a blast, that would be like a pyroblastic kind of event. Yes, but with the scale they're talking about, possibly. But you've got mountain ranges between you and the caldera.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it's following that path and it goes up into Montana, yeah, you definitely got mountains between you and it.
Anyway, I find the Northwest, the Great Northwest geology extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. Even so much as the 13,000 to 18,000 years ago glacial floods of Lake Missoula, and Lake or former glacial Lake Missoula and glacial Lake Columbia. Of 18,000 years ago, there's a lot of really interesting shit there, if you ask me. And again, my humble opinion, shit that I find interesting, you may not. That's all. I'll get off my soapbox now.
Well, those would be ice buildup events.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just looking at. There's a guy that works for Central Washington University. Nick something is his name. He's got a YouTube series that talks about those floods and how, you know, as the ice sheets from the latest ice sheets from the latest glacial warming, so to speak, or for the last ice age retreated into Canada, they left a lot of meltwater and ice dams. And there's a lot of evidence that there were, you know, 800 foot deep glacial lakes there, with shorelines against a 10,000 foot tall mountain. You can see where it had multiple shorelines for multiple floods. So it's just cool shit, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that would fall probably the melt of the last ice age, and we're expected another 12,000 years before we have another one.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right.
A regular map. If you look at a regular map of the Great Lakes, you can see, like where I'm at, Lake Erie was the southernmost point where the glaciers stopped, and when they receded, it follows, you know, up to Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, and Lake Superior, and then up into Canada with like Great Slave Lake and all those other ones. It's like all in a big constant line heading up to generally northwest direction.
Glacial, around the glacial time, the Great Lakes are one of the really cool stories, but they cut some serious ruts in the earth south of the lakes as that ice all pulled back into the lake. You can see in New York and Ohio, if you know, from a 10,000 foot view, you can see where that ice dragged over that and cut that land as it retreated back into the Great Lakes. And then there's what's called moraines of glacial rock that, you know, are piled up at the end of these things. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Go ahead.
Yeah, so where I'm at in Ohio, just an hour drive from me out by Toledo, there's a bunch of islands out in the middle of Lake Erie, and one has a state park, and the bedrock is exposed there, and it's mostly limestone, and there are glacial grooves that it's closed off to the public now. You can't go walking around them, but you can actually see where the ice and the rocks that were trapped in the ice just carved out these amazing grooves that go on for like a half mile before they broke up. When my dad was a teenager, he used to ride his fucking motorcycles around them.
But yeah, there's a lot of that geology that a lot of people are researching now, and it's new theories about a lot of the shit, but it's new and cool theories. I'm not saying it's fact, but a lot of people are embracing it, and it's pretty cool, if you ask me.
Yeah, geology is always fun when you start realizing what the truth is. Yeah,
it gives a good idea of how interesting particularly where I'm at and where Ghost is at. We're in what's called the Great Basin, and so it's you know how the basin works here is where the magma chamber pushes us up, and as it pushes us up, it splits or cracks the crust and allows little fissures of magma, thinly flowing magma to ooze up and to have these little volcanoes all over the whole basin range kind of thing.
Well, Yellowstone is not the only caldera.
No.
Caldera is just kind of like a buzzword. But there's one on the Utah-Nevada border that I just found out about. Right here in my state, we have 2 active volcanoes that have gone off in the last 1,000 years. So, and then
Yellowstone's just the one that makes the most money.
Yeah. And it happens to be in the center of a national park. So that makes even more money for the feds.
But yeah, it's real. It's interesting geology
Now,
around the Northwest and the West.
if you haul ass up I-15 and you go all the way up to Great Falls, Montana, right there in the northern part of Great Falls, Montana, you're going to see the edge of the glacial range where the Great Glacier ended, and it's a big cliff, and it's a rise up above it. It's actually a higher elevation above Great Falls, Montana. That's right on the edge, right up there, and that was the Arctic glacier that came down, and you could tell there's a difference in the color of the rock and the earth at the bottom of the glacial range. So you can see right where the glacier ended, just north of Great Falls, Montana. Just saying.
This goddamn mouse keeps turning off on me as I drag it across the edge of the fucking mouse pad, and it's done that 6,000 times on me already, and it's just about to piss me off. No. Yes.
Tell me
Roberts,
about it,
Greenland.
Don. I've got a wireless mouse that I've got to keep clicking in order to make sure that it moves. I think it's the battery that's going dead, but I could be wrong.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole state of Idaho. Yeah. Go ahead.
I said I'm going to go get some food. I'll be right back.
Roger on the chow.
Now, Don, Zoom had a question for you in the chat.
Where is my brother Zoom? There he is.
He wants to know if you know anything about the CME solar storm that we got coming.
Train in Idaho. I used to train the. No, sir, I do not. Now I'm reading some radio projections that yes, there is a CME event coming, and it will deteriorate radio comms as it normally as a coronal mass ejection normally does. Any kind of solar activity literally changes and affects radio comms extensively due to the CME's effect on our atmosphere. I don't know. I'm not a CME expert. I don't even play one on TV. I do know they have a great effect on our radio comms, and so within that context, that's about all I know.
I'm thinking it'll help skip conditions.
It may. It normally does, particularly in CB realm. It makes your 5 watts in CB land go a lot farther than it normally does. Did somebody say fire in the bowl? I swear I thought I heard somebody say fire.
I thought I heard free healthcare.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, that was last night. Somebody said free healthcare.
So,
brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
Now, okay, Bill was asking about stuff in the news, worldwide significant shit. I saw something interesting today that, Don, you might have heard something about this. One of the world's largest internet protocol certificate providers is expiring out one of their protocols, and a lot of devices are no longer going to be able to connect to the internet.
I'm sorry, say that again. Who is
I forget the name of the company, but they're one of the biggest companies that handles the certificates for like internet protocols on devices. And they
Okay.
said that the one protocol that they have, all the certificates are set to expire like within the next couple of days or so. So a
Okay.
lot of older devices, like everything from computers, laptops, phones, smart fridges that were made around 2006, 2008 are no longer going to be able to connect to the internet because all their certificates are going to expire. So if you got older tech, it may not work in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
Let's see if I can find something about it.
Dang diggity.
I'm not sure that's an operable deal. It probably certificates are based on. Well, they're not what they're based on, but what they're basically on websites.
Well, certificates are basically a string of numbers. That's all it is. It's just a long string of fucking numbers that has a date and a time to live on it, or a TTL. And when that time to live expires, that certificate should just go and die and go away, but it doesn't. Browsers cling to them. Certificates sometimes won't delete, won't expire, won't do what they're supposed to do. Further authorities that are expiring these things can't find the certificates anymore, and so they don't know if they're expired or not. So certificate management becomes a cast iron bitch. Trust me, I know. I fucking sell that shit all day. But it's there are a lot of protocols that are about to expire. That's not really a bad thing. For instance, TLS, one of the biggest encryption methodologies in webs today, TLS 1.0 is about to expire 6 months out. That's not a bad thing because nobody uses TLS 1.0 anymore. That kind of thing. I mean, the Samba or SMB version 1, that's dying out. Why? Because it's completely unsecure and easily attachable and hackable. And so nobody uses it anymore. Does it cause some pain? Yeah. Is it for the best? Yes. Because it's an insecure solution.
Okay, the company that has this root certificate that's expiring, the company's called Let's Encrypt.
Oh, I know what they are. They are basically they're a simplistic, they make it real easy for you to install encryption in both Windows and Linux solutions. And they do that by being a third party and holding on to certain high level certs or CA, certificate authorities, for that process. So a lot of people use them as a freeware solution. Are they expiring some certificates?
Yeah, I put the link in the private chat. 2 different.
Do you know who uses that? Wait a minute. I know where they use that shit. Raytheon, Arrow, shit like that.
They use encryption, but they won't use this key encryption service because this is more of a freeware kind of thing.
They're not going to use that, right? They'll have
smaller are still battling with endless arrays of issues around and at the end of the night problems caused force.
But Don, they ride those certificates.
They do. You're right. So
I know I've had to
scrambling to deal with internet outages that affect millions of online users.
Try doing an Arrow. I did. It took me. I spent 2 weeks on a project updating laptops and secure section offices of Arrow Manufacturing Corporation. I know. Yeah, they ride those fucking certificates hard. Yeah. Now that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the one thing I've always remembered, fuck, the government's still using AS400s, man. Whatever.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So, and that's what I was saying. Those
Certification certificates expired. Helm said the problem would be limited to gadgets and devices bought before 2017 that use the Let's Encrypt digital certificate and haven't updated their software. However, many users faced issues on Thursday despite having the most cutting edge devices and software on hand.
No, because most of them are still on 7, Windows 7. There's a lot of them still on
Sellers
Windows
unable
7.
to log into Shopify, Rocket League. So yeah, a lot of people are using their certificate. A lot of companies are using that service for their certificates, though, so they won't be reachable. That's right.
You know, they're still installing new box Windows 7s in places like Wells Fargo and the big bank offices. Yeah, I know. Yes, they are.
No,
They
I
might
know.
have gone
I
to
know
10.
they are.
They might have gone to 10, but not for the secure guys. The encryption sets don't work on 10. They're not secure enough. I remember that. Now, they may have come up with something new since I've been playing the game, but last time I seen, they was still punching Windows 7s.
There is a bunch of Windows 7s. Yes. But I got to tell you, Windows 7s, you know, as far as there is no, and I can say this with absolute authority. There are no security. There is no security to be gained by staying on Windows 7 versus going to Windows 10. However, the limitation of Windows 10 on some of the hardware that Windows 7 will run on will make upgrade difficult, if not impossible. I'm finding that on one of my tablets right now. I've got a Windows 7 tablet where that tablet came with Windows 8.1. I was able to get it upgraded to Windows 10 through, trust me, a lot of pain.
And let me tell you
months of pain. Go ahead.
You want to know what the big deal is with that? It's communication hub. Because satellite, they can't upgrade the fucking satellite to Windows 10.
Colonel Shaw.
Some of the encryption sets, they can't get, they have to launch new satellites. Now, they may have launched new satellites now and be able to do that, but basically it boils down to the intercommunications via satellite worldwide. That's where the problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Over to the central offices. It's all
Again,
satellite
I'm going to ask you, what are you talking about? Because I was talking about Windows 10 versus Windows 7.
Right. I'm talking about the reason why they don't want to go to 10, because it couldn't work the satellite communication stack. The encryption packets were too big for their fat 32s. And
Well, maybe back in the day, but I can assure you that that's all been brought up to speed, and there are regulatory requirements that will require that those things be patched to the latest software. So what you used to be able to run on Windows 7, you can no longer run on Windows 7.
Right.
All of your shit, not only will all of your shit have to be updated to the latest 10 and have to be updated on a weekly basis, but that update will have to be logged, read, and archived to say that, you know, that machine did get that update for that week. And dude, that's not just best practice now. That's the law.
Right.
So
I know it's corporate policies, stuff like that.
Well, no, I'm not talking about corporate policies. I'm talking about FISMA. The Federal Information Systems Management Act requires that for federal systems.
Right. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So within, FISMA NIST and FedRAMP are called out as the regulatory frameworks, and those frameworks abso-fucking-lutely require that those things be up to date. So no more running Windows 7 in the federal government. It ain't happening. Ever, under any circumstances that's connected to a network. Just doesn't happen. You have to be upgraded.
Right.
Colonel Shaw is in the house. How are you, Colonel?
Salute.
Salute, sir. Hold on, let me see if I can get this going here. Oh, fuck. God damn. Dark ass shit. How you doing, Colonel? So anyway, and that's, you know, I do that for a living, so I know those are facts.
Yeah.
F-35 Lightning takes Anchorage Airport this morning around 8 a.m. What?
Well, when
Okay,
I did
yeah.
those servers, when I was on the team for the servers in the federal court building here in St. Louis, they didn't let me get next to the software. I was strictly there for the hardware connections for the fiber optic set. We were upgrading switches on all the floors. We put in new.
So I'm the guy that comes in when it's all said and done, throws some holy water on it, and says it's secure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick for Treasury Post sought end to banking as we know it. Yeah,
Yeah, she's total pro commie.
Oh yeah, there's a whole fucktard of them, a whole fuckload of them.
Did you see the I seen one article today where Nancy Pelosi was on there, and they said that they had just removed any restriction for the debt limit. Is what the bill they're drafting up now is to remove any obstructions to the debt limit.
Any what?
They're just removing the restrictions of the debt limit.
Yeah, she wants to, but it's not going to happen.
I'm not thinking it's going to, and I think they're going to blow this chance, and they're going to.
Mitch McConnell has come out and said, "No, Nancy, fuck you in the ass. It's not going to happen." Okay, you can do it if you want on your 50 votes, but the 50 votes that are Republican are not going to sign up for that. He said that. So no, it ain't going to happen.
Right. And without that, there's no reconciliation and there's no infrastructure bill.
Correct. And that would make me just as happier than a pig in shit.
Right.
And they didn't get to spend $3.5 trillion in my fucking name.
And guess what? It's going to take out the Federal Reserve.
It is. Well, no, it's not.
U.S. government defaults. When the U.S. government defaults.
Listen, the U.S. listen to what you just said. It's going to take out the Federal Reserve and the U.S. government defaulting. Those two things are not even fucking near one another. And you know that.
As far as the money goes.
As far as the money goes, what?
It comes from the Federal Reserve too.
It does come from the Federal Reserve. And if the United States goes default, which if I'm real lucky, it will for the first time in history. And trust me, that'll be a cataclysmic event.
Right.
That's going to be the event that you see. And I'm going to tell you this out. You heard it here first. That's going to be the event that you see that is going to turn into, that's going to be the catalyst. That's going to turn Costco's current ban on one paper product per person into a fucking run on the banks. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. And that is going to disrupt shit for the next 3 to 6 months. It's not going to destroy the Fed. The Fed will come in and rescue. Why would it take out the Fed?
Well, they use their
security. Why would it take out the Fed? Huh?
They reserve and base their lending out on treasuries.
Their lending is just fucking vapor. Okay, right. It's not like they're printing money that's got any value if we went default. So whatever the Fed does means nothing. If the U.S. government goes default, Fed has no fucking juice whatsoever. In other words, any credibility that the Fed has built up over the last 100 years is as straight out the window when the U.S. government goes default.
Right.
Now, is the Fed dead? No, it's not. The Fed can still print money. The Fed can still control inflation and this, that, and the other thing.
Okay.
But there's no payment of debts for the United States government. There's just not. And so the full faith and credit of the United States government for the first time in its history is in default. That's going to be your catalyst. That's going to throw the fucking whole spanner into the front forks of this little fucking tricycle that we're running down this hill at 100 miles an hour. The spanner's going to the fucking front forks of this thing, and we're all going face first into the fucking concrete. I'm telling you, it's coming. And I'll shut up now. Anyway, I'm planning for that.
Right.
I've already hoarded paper products and gasoline. If I could buy more ammo, I would.
Right.
But I mean, it's coming like first week in October, second week in October. Stand by for this shit. And I don't want to be I'm not Mr. Gloomy Gus.
Right.
But I'm trying to explain to you that there seems to be, in my humble opinion, a lot of risk factors coming together all at once, including logistics, our supply chains not being able to correct themselves and produce products that we need to consume. We can have all the money we want in the world. If we can't go to the fucking store and get a pack of cigarettes, then your 20s and your $200 bills ain't for fuck. So, and again, I'm just rambling here, but there are a lot of things right now.
Hey, Huckleberry.
Banking, logistics, and in particular, this whole budget fight over the government's full faith and credit to act as a catalyst to fuck all the rest of this shit up. We're talking about a big thing going on in the trucking industry in the first week in October. There's some people that are actually talking about trucks shutting down for a couple of days. Imagine what your supply chain's going to do when that happens.
$36.
So all I'm telling you is that if you look at all of these things, not by themselves, but as a whole, I would begin to start doing some higher level analysis on what this might mean for you and your circle. In other words, how are you supplying yourself? Do you got water for 6 months? Do you got food for 6 months? And maybe not 6 months, 3 months. It's something you need to think about. It is something that everybody in this fucking chat needs to think about. And I'm sorry, I'll shut up now.
No, it's kind of the point. It's kind of the point we were trying to make. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually made the point.
But there's a lot of stuff that, you just need to look at a lot of different things. Transport, banking and finance, price of gold and silver.
Yep.
Right. That's going to change drastically here soon.
Yep.
Why did Costco come out last week and say, well, we're going to limit paper products to one per person? Wow. Why did they do that?
Because they know something's about to happen.
Well, they suspect their people are coming to the same conclusions that I am.
Right.
There is more risk. There's more risk in our day-to-day functions than there should be. And we need to remove some of it. That's all.
Well, I did hear what you're talking about. I did hear some stuff about truck shutting down.
See?
What did you hear, Bill?
Those are just one things of big things. Those things make the world go round. And when those things stop, then the world stops going around. At least in the terms that you and I know it.
That's true. They already did it in Australia. They shut the trucks down. basically shut the whole country down for the most part.
They did. They did, exactly. You've seen what the pandemic and the fear of the pandemic can do to our economy.
It was over the vaccine.
Yep.
It was over the vaccine mandates, and they're like, we're shutting the country down. The truckers did it. They call them truckies. We call them truckers here. That's happening. It's fixing to happen here. So buckle up. We're in for a bumpy ride. And I agree with you, Don T. Because that's the bumpy ride we're talking about. There's going to be shortages. And there might be essential things that, like getting your medicines and stuff, stock up on your medicines. Anybody that's on any kind of medications and stuff, you don't know if you're going to get it in a couple months. Diabetic meds, whatever you need, it's time to have
everything.
Yep. It'll affect everything.
That's a fight I've been fighting. I just got my primary care moved from East Coast to West Coast, and got a doctor, got my 90-day supplies kicked in, and getting all those things streamlined here local so that I have enough supply that when the caca hits the proverbial rotating device, I'm not standing in front of it.
You know what I'm more concerned about is a lot of these people that are mentally got mental disabilities. When if they get shut off of their medication, there's going to be a whole lot of zombie shit going on.
You're absolutely right. Again, you can't take care of everybody, but you can take care of yours.
Yep. But I mean, they only portion that type of medication out to people, 1 to 2 weeks in advance, and they don't give them any more than that. So if they have an interruption in their medication, man, zombie apocalypse is coming.
That's true. That's true. And I really I want to preface this by saying I'm not here to throw fear out there. This is not what this conversation is about. Okay, this ain't about being scared to death and getting up under the fucking bed and this, that, and the other. This is about manning up, understand what you need to make your shit continue on, to keep you and yours safe.
It's just
understand
wisdom.
what the risk is. It's just wisdom. That's all. It's not fear.
No, it's not fear. It's just talking wisdom. It's always wise to, when you see stuff like this that's coming up and you see it coming toward you, make sure that you're prepared for it when it comes. And it's going to take a lot of heat off of take a lot of weight off your shoulders.
I keep telling people, save your milk cartons, wash them out and fill them up with water, fill up your closet with them. Because you people that are on city water, that gets shut off with the power.
Having 50 gallons of potable water is important. Huck, I'm exactly right there with you. I just got my 90 days kicked in, and my insurance company won't pay for another 90 days until 90 days from now. So I feel you. I actually am thinking about going to the pharmacy and seeing if I can personally buy a 90-day buffer of my own. I don't know how that would work, but I'd really like to. I mean, they're basic meds, so standard type 2 diabetes and blood pressure meds and things like that. But I would really love to have extra 90 days on the shelf on top of my current 90 days.
Just in case.
So yeah, I feel you, Huck. I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm fighting the thing, but luckily I was this week able to get my health care transferred from East Coast to West Coast and get my first 90-day refresh of all of my meds, which puts me in a much better spot than I have been. I've been putting it off and procrastinating and working on 30 days. And I hate that.
Well, Huckleberry, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about personal things, you know, on the stream here, but there are people that I know that are only allotted 1 week's worth of meds at a time for certain mental disabilities because they don't want them selling their meds out on the street. And they're on state funded medical care for mental disabilities. And I know some people that are on that. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how much more I can say about that, that you can't stock up on those types of medications. And if these people get cut off, they're going to have a problem.
No, I understand that. That makes perfect sense. 2 weeks on some of these mental medical prescriptions. These things are strong shit, you know. Antipsychotics, exactly. Yeah. These are strong fucking meds, baby. I wouldn't eat that shit without, you know.
So if they have an interruption in their medications, it's going to be a serious problem. And I know some people that are on those medications. And I don't even know what the names of a lot of those things are. Some people get weekly shots. They have to go in and get a shot every week just to keep them sane.
Solder flux makes it tangy. I'm a big fan of solder flux. What do you say? Especially that 70-30 shit, you know, that you and I so dearly love to sniff that flux as it heats up. Oh yeah, that was always my favorite. I put way too much time on fucking solder boards sniffing flux.
Yeah.
Sorry, Skull. That's good times.
When I was like 10 years old, I bought a soldering station. Can you believe that? That's how. That was like 10 years old. Well, I think we talked a little bit about that. I got that. You remember the science fair kits, the 101 and the 1001 and all that?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I think
Sorry, caught me
okay.
mid hit.
I think I was probably 9 years old when I got my first 101 science fair kit. It had 101 different things I could make. I could make a what do you call a crystal radio? I could make receivers and all kinds of stuff, and it came with capacitors, diodes, resistors, blah blah blah. You remember those? And they had the little spring on them where you just can attach the capacitor from one point to another to complete your circuit and blah. You know that. Remember that? And then I got a 1001 when I got older. But I had already, when I was 10 years old, I was already soldering stuff, and I was converting little handheld walkie-talkies into big-time CB radios. And CB was not even legal to talk on without a license yet. That would be like 1970. That's how fucking old I am. It was Reagan. I believe it was Reagan.
1969. I know Reagan was 80. I know because that's when I entered the United States Navy, and that's what Ron Reagan promised me a 600 people Navy, or 600 ship Navy.
Reagan actually did away with the license for the CB radio. You used to have a license.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
That's what I was talking about.
Stand by, the missus needs me.
Okay.
Speaking about Reagan's, and well, Nancy Reagan is in particular, as it relates today. Apparently, I made this a little announcement earlier, but I'm not sure who all heard or if I was even being able to be heard. But the House today voted on federally legal cannabis, and it passed.
So that means the states cannot stop you from acquiring cannabis and smoking it.
Actually,
Is
it
that-
becomes
No.
a states' rights. It becomes a states' rights issue.
No, I hate to be that. I hate to be that. All that old Mexican lady on Peter Griffith that says
No, Mr.
no,
Peter.
no.
I need more than one bitch.
So no, we had that discussion with the wife earlier. Just because the House passed it, there's no fucking way in hell Mitch McConnell and,
That's not
Chucky Schumer, little Chucky Schumer, are going to let that get through the Senate. Now,
Okay.
if that were to happen, then yeah, probably Potato Joe would sign it. But fuck Potato Joe.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to help the wife. I'll be
Okay.
away. AFK.
So who's Greta?
Greta. That's smiling, but
Who? Oh, Smiley. Hey, Smiley.
What's up?
I wonder if she'll eventually stop looking like a potato.
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, this is kind of offensive, but she not only has one extra chromosome, she has a handful of extra chromosomes.
Perfect. I was watching some fucking leftist bullshit science thing saying how it came up randomly. I had not signed into YouTube yet, so they were talking about how the Y chromosome is going to be like null void or just become non-existent or some bullshit. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense genetically. And they were like, well, there's W and Z, and there's even fucking there's even chromosomes that react to heat or some bullshit. I'm like, you're full of shit. But that was the first thing I saw this morning. But anyways,
I think Greta, she's probably on par with a lot of the school teachers in elementary school.
There, Apex, I fixed the picture for you.
ew. Now, see, this is what I was talking about. Well, if you ever stop looking like a potato,
I labeled it appropriately.
I appreciate that, sir.
How old is she? About 17 now?
No, she's 18 now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's legal in case you were wondering. Nah, I'm just kidding. But she's legal to make fun of publicly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she has a boyfriend and she drives and stuff. I don't know how she got a driver's license, but
I mean,
I've seen stranger
well,
things
she's
than
not.
that.
It's not like she's mentally incapable of getting a driver's
No.
license, bro. Anyone
let's
can
just-
do that.
let's just say that she drives way under the speed limit. She's kind of slow.
I think she's high functioning.
You know. Oh,
I think she drives at like 10 miles per hour on a
Yeah.
70 mile per hour limit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a speed she
I
can
think-
I
handle.
see her as an Asian driver.
She's high functioning, intellectually challenged.
Yeah.
I hope I said that all politically correct.
Yeah.
Well, not, but yeah.
I'm just waiting for her to, finally get the hell out of her parents' house and start being able to think for herself.
Well, that will never happen, Apex.
I don't know, man.
See, you just said.
I know that once I got out of my parents' house, I stopped thinking like a libtard.
But you just said you hope she thinks for herself. Are you sure she's capable?
Yeah.
I don't.
Obviously, yeah. She's talking in front of the UN and all these
Well,
climate
people like her.
people, whether it be
People
bullshit or not.
I think she's a GMO.
I think people like her will probably find some guy that'll find her, just exactly what they've always wanted.
Never mind. I really don't care.
I don't know if I was still young and confused. Yeah, maybe.
That's a little different than young and confused right there, though. That's not exactly young and confused.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say confused, I mean brainwashed.
I'm just going to go with what Huckleberry said. Just read what Huckleberry said, and then that's what I go with right there.
I just don't think about her.
Huckleberry, I see the fog's done good for you.
Apex, I fixed it again.
Oh, God.
It's funny, the Skulldrazer.
Done good for me? Shit, I fucked up my own fucked up sentence.
I wonder if her wealthy parents actually let her ride the special bus.
She has a limousine. You hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
We can barely hear you, bro. Are you leaning back still?
No. I was asking. Can you hear me?
It's a little muffled.
She's got a limousine.
What?
She's got
She's got her own personal limousine. What the fuck? Comes with a driver.
I figured it had to be something like that because they wouldn't let her ride on a public special bus.
And, she's probably got her own security force too.
Oh my gosh! Well, so does AOC.
Yep.
And AOC probably rode the special bus too.
That's enough out of you, bitch. Huckleberry DSP.
See, we're all just taking cheap shot low blows. We gotta get a little bit more creative if we're gonna start memeing on Greta and AOC. Let's get clever, guys.
Okay.
Is that
Go
a
ahead.
dog whistle?
Lead the way.
I don't have anything yet. I'm still thinking.
Well, come on, Rebecca. Lead the way.
I choose not to lead by example. Let me think of something. Fuck.
That's something.
I'll think of something.
Take your time.
Let me just rather think this out really quick. It might take a couple hours.
Can you imagine what you'd have to go through driving her limo and having to listen to that shit? How dare you make a left turn? How dare you? Freaking Skull.
I think she is a GMO. Genetically
She's a
modified
test
organism.
Greta is a test tube baby where they fucked up the chemicals.
I thought she was an abortion that found its way back. A miscarriage.
Oh shit! Ah! Okay, see,
Genetically
Goes, that's what
modified
I'm talking about.
orangutan.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
She was a miscarriage that was flushed down the toilet and found its way back.
She's what happens when two lesbians manage to have a child.
See, here we go. Now we're on a roll.
Maybe she's
No why. There's no why.
Idaho potato farmers, we can pass her up.
I think she was the lost Hillary diaper baby.
That's gross. Ew.
Somehow Hillary became pregnant by failing to change her diapers, and somehow the maggots impregnated her.
Oh, this is what
Huckleberry
happens.
caught fire in the bowl.
That's how these diaper babies occur.
Fire in the bowl.
Yeah, we got fire in the bowl for this one.
Kick that goat.
Fetal alcohol.
You know the funny thing is, that's exactly what he sounded like the first time Kimmy pinched his nipple.
It's true though.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
what.
true. Now, with that said, my voice was still like partially out, so my voice naturally came out really squeaky. But I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, there's no more of this shit. What the fuck is that? That was not. No, that's not.
It's acting retarded. Retarded.
Right.
At least she didn't pierce his nipple.
This is the sound that Greta makes. Actually, funny story about the reed sound. Before it became a popularized meme for saying people are dumb or retarded. I got into a fight with somebody one time, like an actual fist fight, and I knocked this dude straight across. It was just an open-handed slap, honestly, but just to get his attention. And his fucking head bounced off the refrigerator. I guess I broke his nose, and he made the resound. I'll never forget it. Like I saw his head just ping off the fucking refrigerator. And he's like, "Ree!" holding his face. Now, with this said, he charged me.
I wonder what would happen if you actually rubbed Carolina Reaper sauce on your freaking nipples. What would happen?
It's not as bad as rubbing your junk with it. Trust me, I've tried both. Not intentionally. That anyone knows.
Carolina Reaper boob.
That would possibly turn your nipple purple though. Just add some moistness.
I can see you walking around. Oh, my nipples are burning.
Somebody lick my nip, it's on fire.
Help me. My nipples are on fire.
I'd be like, here's a glass of milk.
Help me. My nipples are on fire. Ree!
Yeah. That's also the sound that most guys make once kicked in the balls.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Re is a very diverse word for sound, I should say.
I've never heard anybody say "re" when they
I've
got
heard-
hit. Usually it's
I've
like,
heard-
oh.
Yep. And gurgling.
Yeah, that one too. The gurgling and then the
I
puking.
mean, there is that. I mean, when I was in high school, I saw some dude get kicked in the nuts, and he ended up just getting the hiccups.
Yeah, there's a specific set of ribs you can hit somebody and it'll make them puke.
Yeah.
Yes, it's those lower ones.
And there's a spot in the lower abdomen that you could do a punch and put them in a state of feeling like they have to poop but can't.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
some
that's
kind of
horrible.
ninja move thing. Yeah.
It's a ninja technique that they used.
See, Skull's got it right there. Frustrated autistic say,
It actually paralyzes you.
see, I like to go for that. If I'm going to go for a chest shot, I like to go for that diaphragm, right in the solar plexus. You know, not only is it going to knock the wind straight out of them, but it's going to push them back a good 2-3 feet.
It could kill them if you do it hard enough.
Yeah, Huckleberry
Well, there's
says
that. Too.
Huckleberry says she's got huge colas and 10-foot plants.
Hey, don't be bragging about your colas. That's dirty.
She's got 10-foot tall plants, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
10-foot tall plants. Holy shit. Those are trees.
That is a tree. Like I said, I had to bring the other one down today because it was done. It was done.
No, I actually like that one. Got crack.
Welcome in, Jason.
I got to bail. I got to go.
What? All right. Well, what?
Because, I got to get up way early.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
I'm old.
Yeah, he's giving away crack. He's
I'm old.
got to take his ex-wife to work.
Yeah, I'm 158 years old. What do you expect? I got to get my freaking sleep.
Rock on, brother. Well, you have a good one and dream well, Patriot.
Okay, good night.
See ya.
Where'd Don
Apex.
T go?
Apex, that's my re-photo.
Bro, with seeing the side by side, I mean, Caitlyn Jenner is hideous, but Bruce Jenner looks like a fucking stud.
What? Bruce,
What
yeah.
the fuck? How do you
yeah.
fuck up this much in life?
Well, he won a
wait.
gold medal.
You hang around with the Kardashians. That's how.
Wasn't he like a triathlon?
Yeah, he won a gold
medal.
medal. He won a gold medal.
Bruce Jenner was literally racing the fastest people in the world just because he could. Like that's how he was making money in college.
He's not a loser. He's just a freak.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold up. Now he went through a little bottom surgery too, right?
No, he didn't. And he says he's lesbian. So yeah, he just cross dresses.
Lesbian with the dick. No, I'm
He's a
sorry.
lesbian trapped in a man's body.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he still has the twig and two berries. That just makes him another member of the transvestite clown show.
Yeah, the what do they call those?
Or the drag.
drama queen.
Well, yeah.
Drag queen.
I should say the the tranny clown show. It's the drag queen clown show. There's a difference, I think.
What in the world? What was that? Mission accomplished. God bless Nancy Pelosi.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I'm stretching my OBS legs this evening.
There you go.
What
The
the fuck?
the tranny show over there on the right kind of motivated me.
But they're never going to get that through Congress or through the Senate, I should say. Don't they have to have 60 for that? In the
For
Senate?
what?
Don?
What you talking about, Liz?
Dude, Wiz, I'm getting about every third word from you, and most of it's mumbled.
Okay.
Don, I told him you just got to get one of those $20 plug and play, like wired headsets.
Well, I'm gonna fix that for him. I use a Logitech. It's just like you were talking about. It's a USB. You got a functioning USB port on your laptop there, don't you, Wiz?
He dropped out.
He might have left. Anyway, I'm sure he does. Well, I'm assuming he does.
Yeah, he should. Yeah.
Logitech makes a really nice little. I use it L570E or something like that.
Yeah, those are the
USB
good ones.
USB headsets, really nice, not expensive. It was less than $20, I think, for the whole thing.
Is that better?
Chat till I sleep. Yeah, that is much better, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, I shut down my browser and everything. I didn't go all the way back, but
Huck, I'm looking for what Huck's comment. You're good. Listen, Wiz, do you have a functioning USB port on your laptop, right?
yeah, I've been thinking about that. Somebody suggested that the other day. We need to get a USB stick,
Yep.
Bluetooth stick.
Logitech has a wonderful headset. What is it? 570E or something like that. I have one. It's less than $20. Let me send you one. You'll like it.
Okay. I mean, this is awesome. The one you sent.
And use it for your phone. Use it for your phone when you want to. When you're doing, live streams with your phone or StreamYards or something like that, that's fine. But let's use the USB wired one for your laptop. That way you're not hit with the Windows 7 limitation.
All right.
But I like Greta's fetal alcohol syndrome. How dare you? Blah blah blah. And the other night you rocked with your biblical explanation. Okay, I don't know. Huck, what comment did I miss that you wanted me to catch? I'm looking. Anarchy TV. Blah, blah, blah. Mr. Roberts is.
What?
Thanks. Okay. Anyway.
But this is. I can hardly, I'm just like sitting there going. A part of me says I know it's coming. The other part of me says I can't believe it's happening. Another part of me says, is it going to happen?
10-foot high plants with huge colas. Now, Huck, did you, and I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you got it.
Apologies. Did you scrog your plants or did you do a whiz and let them go straight for the sky? Huck. Hound.
Oh, I guess we're waiting for it all to catch up. She's probably got a slight delay going back into it. But yeah.
Okay. Where's the guy? I got you. So yeah, that's freaking awesome. So yeah, you're gonna have the 10 colas.
Yeah, she planted in the
She's
ground,
not gonna suck.
not in a bucket.
Oh, there you go. It's even better. Never root fault. Damn it. Missouri Scott, what is up?
Hey, what's up, Scott?
Look at 404 error page.
But I haven't seen anything on the New Madrid front lately. Anybody seen anything about that?
What? About what?
I haven't seen anything on the New Madrid front, on the New Madrid fault
Oh,
lately.
no, I don't hear anything about that.
Mm.
We have a new governor, unelected.
Very bad, guys.
Fire in the bowl. Fuck yeah. Holy shit. I'm doing a bunch of reading all of a sudden. Sorry. Man. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com. I wonder what this is. Yeah, they were expecting it to hit in 2012. The New Madrid fault line repeating. That happened in the winter of 1811, 1812.
Yeah, I was never into seismology.
Yeah, well, they're saying that range is every 200 years or so between the big eruption or the big shift pattern.
Yeah.
That puts us about 10 years overdue. Man alive. So what do you got going on, Smiley?
Messing with antennas.
Antennas.
Yeah, Wi-Fi antennas, just messing around with different types. Directional antennas.
Right?
Yeah, just trying to see the types of range and signal I could get.
Well, how's it going so far?
It's going good at finding out interesting things about different types of antennas and how 5G antennas are made different from 2.4G antennas.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, you get with the 5G and you have 120 megahertz. I think it's the bandwidth. You get a lot more information with a lot less signal. It's kind of crazy.
Right. Right.
Whereas like the 2.4G, it travels farther with less energy, but you don't get as much information. It's just interesting. I've just been playing with the physical antennas. It's depending on if you have a crappy antenna or not. It makes a huge difference.
Right. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's well, I mean, you can get into the older stuff too. The G and the N.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, the new is the Wi-Fi 6, the AX. That's the newest one, and it's fast. It's up to they say theoretically it's up to 2.4 gigabytes per second of information. That's the top limit.
All right.
So you could transfer a lot of information over the air really fast. Well, we already know that, but I'm talking about like on a personal level. You know, obviously they've been doing it for years with satellites, but on a personal level, you have a lot of power as an individual person.
Using the antenna.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so out there though. You know?
Yep.
It's all open for anybody to be able to grab.
That's true, but if you're that's why I like directional antennas, because you're aiming where your signal is going within like a 60-degree angle, right? So it's not just going everywhere. Omnidirectional antennas are just going usually in a donut type of like a donut type of shape around around the antenna. But I've been using directional antennas, so I'm getting mostly this 60-degree. It's mostly centered in front of where I point it, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm not pointing it towards the street. Usually, people that would spy are going to be in vans on the street or other apartments. But they're not going to be able to reach my signal that well.
Right.
So
Colonel, she's not a person. That's an android. Like Zuckerberg. It's an android. The creative unibeing.
She's the face of equality. They want us to be all equally retarded.
I bet you she's already got chips implanted.
That would improve her intelligence. It would give her more memory if she had a chip implanted.
Right.
That's the least of her concerns.
Yeah, that's just so. Yeah.
She's a better speaker. She's a better speaker than Biden. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she can get through a sentence at least.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy shit, but yeah. It's all sex styles for pedos. That's kind of creepy.
They probably make her in a body pillow. You'll have to ask Apex about that. He's the expert.
Oh my god.
He knows his anime stuff. So the other thing about antennas, generally about radar arrays, how they spin it, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to see the signal coming back and how it changes, and that's how they can locate things with radar. So
Right.
you could do very similar things with directional Wi-Fi antennas, and you could find access points where they're located in physical space.
I believe that.
So if you have multiple antennas, right, aimed in different directions, it gets expensive if you're gonna have a bunch because they're not cheap antennas. But let's just say you're aiming them on like a circular pattern, or you could do a sphere, right? If you want to find them in 3D space, you would do like a sphere, right? You're trying to find where they're located, and you're just gonna see the signal changes between each antenna, and what you do is you program it's a regression equation. Each variable is each antenna's signal input and output. So you could pinpoint the average where the average, like the centroid would be, and that's where the location is going to be close to. So you could do that with even Wi-Fi antennas.
Oh, kind of like that.
But right now I don't have the budget to do something like that, so I'm just messing with general stuff, just to see what signals I pick up.
Right.
I don't have the budget to set up a fancy array.
Try to hack building magnets.
Well, I didn't hear you.
Trying to hack building magnets, huh?
Hacking things. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a few things with about Wi-Fi in general. I think I still have sound. I think Apex said you stepped out for a moment. I think there's still sound. I just think that I'm the only one here. I'm testing my audio. It seems to work.
Check.
It works. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. It was pretty much just me here for a while.
Yeah, I was away from the keyboard for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
We'll
Platoon asked me how's the weather in New York. It's getting colder. Let me see. It's 57 degrees right now, and I kind of like it like the way it is, but I know it's about to get like viciously cold, which I don't like. Right now it's kind of nice. Like I went out earlier, I wore, I could wear jeans and a sweater, and it feels comfortable. But when it starts getting cold, it ain't gonna be so nice. Yeah, they people like Greta, Bill Gates, and all those people. They pretend they're saviors. Well, they pretend they're saviors of the people, but they're saving the planet for themselves, right? They want total ownership. So in a way, they are saving it for themselves. I don't know about tsunamis on the East Coast. I mean, we had that hurricane hit, and I got a lot of water on the water came through parts of the wall. It was such a strong wind from that hurricane that came up to New York. So there was that, but I don't know about tsunamis. I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine a tsunami on the Atlantic. I've never seen big waves in this part of the country. Hello, Nightingale. Yeah, they're not about freedom. They're about control and ownership. The only way like even people like Bill Gates could expand their power is just by owning more things. So his solution is for us to own nothing and be happy with nothing. And his goal is to own everything. Him and his, people like him. It's not just one person. Nightingale is on YouTube. That's why you can't see her comments, because Nightingale is talking through YouTube. Right, because she's talking through YouTube and you're on Twitter. I mean, you're on Twitch. Yeah. I'm going to put the comments up on the screen so you can see them. I'm going to put the comments on the screen. Just give me a second. From YouTube and Twitch.
Hey, I'm back. What happened? Am I sounding okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I restarted my laptop and reset my network connection, so my modem.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep, that Android's having a 404 error.
Here, look, I put the comments from Twitch and YouTube on there so everybody can see them.
Oh, wow.
Yep. But yeah, I've just been playing around with the antennas because any type of project is going to be expensive. Like I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel either. There's people already working on the type of thing I'm messing around with.
Right.
Yeah, it's just kind of a little hobby right now. something I got into.
Well-
Was
Right. Welcome in, Nightingale. I haven't had a chance to check out your. Hey, Nightingale. Post your link for your page again. Yeah, Huckleberry was wanting your link so she could check out your stuff, and she couldn't find it. The Nightingale's on YouTube.
there we go. Everybody
Oh,
could
yeah.
see. Let's see. I could scroll through the chat.
Oh yeah, you just put the window in there, huh?
Yeah, for that.
Yeah. Shortcut version of iframe.
Yep.
So, Apex Canoes, are you there?
I just got back. What's up?
I was just wondering if you guys were here. Canoes, you still there, bro?
So I officially have a on this day in history for October 1st.
What's that?
So I'm gonna do them in chronological order too. In 1903, the MLB World Series played their very first game ever. And it was the Pittsburgh Patriots versus the Boston Americans, which later turned into the Boston Red Sox, and the Pirates won 7-3. October 1st, 1908, the first Model T rolled off the assembly plant floor and was sold for $850, or in inflation cost $17,000 in today's money. Let's see here. Next, 1949, October 1st, Mao Zedong starts the Communist Party in China. Let's see, number 4 here. In 1962, Johnny Carson started the Tonight Show. This was the first air date for it. And in 1971, Walt Disney World opens. All on October 1st, this day in history.
Well, thanks for the history lesson, man.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, I thought so. I was kind of like to see what happened on certain days throughout the
You know
year.
what movie came out today?
What?
The new Venom movie.
That's sure. Yeah. Did you hear that Marvel canceled the newest edition of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, really?
Like,
Wow.
not just postponed, but straight up canceled it. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
It popped off.
I didn't watch the first one. I don't like. I don't like.
Actually, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I've made it a point not to see any of the superhero movies.
Yeah, well,
Marvel or otherwise.
That's the safe bet because they mostly suck. from what I've seen clips of them.
Yeah.
I thought, like, I saw a clip
That
from
makes
Thor.
sense.
I saw a clip from Thor, right? And I'm thinking this is a Nordic mythology based in a Nordic region of the world, right? And if you watch through Thor, you're gonna see like one black dude that stands out like a sore thumb, and it doesn't make sense with the story. But it's that whole hiring. They just hire people based on quotas, and it's too damn obvious. Even for Thor, okay, Thor is supposed to be a
Right.
Nordic, like, because if you look at one of these ancient Chinese movies, the whole cast is Chinese, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It would be weird if there was a white guy in there. You know, it throws off the whole feel. But in Thor, there's a black guy and it doesn't make any sense, and it stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. This is true.
So yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I look on.
I'm not politically correct, right?
Yeah. No.
Like if
I
I
don't
saw,
think there
you know,
needs to be political correctness in
yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be. It's
when it
artistic.
comes yeah, you're right.
Like everybody in an ancient Nordic region should all look similar, right? Why would there be one guy that looks so far different from everybody else?
Right.
Like that throws me off.
He was
Like,
a stranger from another land.
Yeah, what, he came from Africa in the Nordic times? I don't get it.
Yeah,
It throws
right?
off the story. It throws off the story.
Oh, you and character plots.
Like he liked the colder, wet weather of the Nordic regions. It doesn't make
Jeez.
any sense.
No, it doesn't. Historically or geographically.
Yup. It's like if you were watching a movie like let's say if they made a movie based on the Flintstones, there's dinosaurs, right? And you see a modern car driving through in the background. That would throw off the entire thing.
Exactly.
That's what it does for me, and when I see weird casting.
This is true.
Hey, Nightingale.
Hi, hello everyone.
Let's
Wow, your sound is actually working great
Nightingale.
today.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm glad to
that
hear
sounds
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
How is everyone tonight?
How you doing?
How's it
Pretty
going?
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know, just
It's a
peachy.
good day. Yeah.
You
Can
were
you hear me
playing.
now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so I put the link in the private chat.
Yep.
For what? What link?
Someone requested to put, I think Wiz asked for
Go ahead and
my
post it
YouTube.
again. It wasn't there when you put it in before I popped in.
Oh, okay. Let me do that again. Hang on.
I appreciate it.
Tell me if that works. Okay.
Yep.
All right, right on.
That worked out good. Good
great.
deal. And I'll put that in there and in there. There you go. Post it up for
Okay.
everybody else. That's Huckleberry. And there was a couple people in, Huckleberry and a couple other people were asking about it. Yeah, because
right on, you
said
guys.
you posted the door and stuff, right?
What was that? Repeat that?
You posted one for the door you restored, right?
Yeah, I did. It's of course after the fact, but yeah, I posted what the final is on that, as well as the chest, and then a couple other projects I'm working on. So I put like 3 new videos up.
Nice.
That's pretty good. How many subscribers do you have?
Not many. Not many.
One between 1 to 10, or
Under 5.
I think I will check
Wow,
the-
I have 48 subscribers, so I'm better than you.
Not for long.
I'm a noob. I
You
don't
know what,
expect anyone to
Smiley?
follow me. This is just more for here to show projects. So
Yeah,
I don't
I'm-
mind if I don't have any or not.
I'm trying to get
Right.
rich. I'm trying to get rich quick, right? Time is money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what, Smiley? I got 58. I got 58 followers on my sound.
All right,
Does
now
that
I gotta
count
get.
for anything.
I got. Well, you said SoundCloud. Did you say SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud don't count, man. You need at least
SoundCloud
1,000.
counts.
You need at least 1,000. If you have 1,000
Oh,
followers
that's true.
on
SoundCloud, yeah.
right, if you have 1,000 followers on SoundCloud, that means you were really hustling in the subways, begging people to join up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of free mixtapes handed out.
You got 1,000 people on the on the subways listening to your mixtapes. Now that's street cred.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have subways here in Indiana.
So where would you be telling people to
there's
go to your
that.
SoundCloud?
All online.
Yeah, you go to
That's all
like
it's been
famous.
so far. I've gotten 58 actual people from internet.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. See, I
Please
only have
work.
one. I only have one video on YouTube, right? And my face is not even in it, just my hands
Yeah.
and my aquarium, and I have 48 subs. So I wasn't even trying.
I put a lot of my remixes and music up on YouTube as well.
You got to make background music for my YouTube videos. We need to collaborate. And I could put your name. I could put your name as like
need
the
to
music.
figure out how-
Well, I could advertise
What's
your
up?
name. I could put your name in the credits, like in the description.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I found it. Now I can use it as my background.
Instead of that stupid bear thing, whatever.
Nope. Fuck the Chinese government.
Oh, Apex, you said you have
Damn
50,
it.
you have 58 subscribers on SoundCloud, right?
Something like
You said
that,
fif-
yeah.
So I was supposed to say, wow, you have a lot of cousins.
Oh, well, see, you didn't, so there's that.
I know.
You
If only I
fucked
could
it up,
travel
bro.
through time. I know, man.
You fucked up.
Too bad I can't edit in real life. I only can edit on videos. So we can make
Right.
on videos. You can make anything seem like perfect.
This is true.
I can't open up extra
Ooh,
windows.
this-
I can't open up extra windows on my laptop, right? I don't even know how many people are actually following the game or the Emerald City or the Wizard of Oz. I don't know.
It's like 100. It's like 100 something.
Isn't it?
This one fits.
It's only 100. It used to be like 480 or something for the
Oh.
game.
No, I don't know. I guess my count was dated.
No. I'm just saying. You're probably right. As far as the numbers are showing.
Apex,
Yeah,
what is in
dude,
that?
it's-
What is in that hieroglyphics you're showing there? It seems kind of suspicious.
It is what you think. It is
somebody's
what
getting
you think it is.
somebody's getting a haircut. I'll just assume that. They're cutting the hair. They're,
Apex.
they're cutting the hair
What
under
in the
their
world?
nose. The smile.
Holy
The smile.
shit.
let's just say the smiley face cut his nose off, and one of his nose hairs fell off next to the scissors.
This is what you call getting to Caitlyn Jenner.
Whatever.
I approve.
Oh wow, 644 followers of the game. Cool.
Most of my followers are aquarium people.
Right. Well, that's what you do. That's what you love. That's what you
Yeah.
are interested in. That's what you promote. Nightingale's doing all the stuff like the restoration on the wood and stuff like that. I do my patio furniture and my gardens and my animals on Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's we put things up there. I don't care how many followers I got or any of that monetizing or any of that stuff. I just want to be able to put it up there so people can see when I say, hey, I got some videos up there doing exactly what I do.
It's your portfolio.
Right. It's my journal. Kind of like my journal. This is what
it's your alibi.
Right.
Yeah, in case something comes up. Like I couldn't have been there January 6th. I was working on some furniture. Check out my video.
In the middle of nowhere, land of Oz.
So you have you have some type of documentary of where you're at, so they can't make stuff up about you.
Right.
Say that you're out there collecting you're out there collecting bodies and stuff, but we know you're not because you're making videos of making furniture.
Right. Animals and gardens and all that jazz.
Smiley, how about this one? Is this one better?
Yeah. The Pepe never gets old.
The Pepe never gets old.
So, I've been trying to encourage Huckleberry to do her cooking thing where she makes her candies and cakes and pies.
Yeah.
She probably should.
Yeah. She makes all kinds of different candies, cakes, pies, all this different stuff. And it's like, that would be the shit.
I just got the newest thing I got from my aquarium. I just got it yesterday in the mail. I just got cherry shrimp, the little tiny red shrimps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got 10 of them in the mail. And yeah, they're pretty cool. They're just these tiny little shrimps.
Those spinies.
Yeah, because I added before
clean
that I
shrimp,
added,
right?
Well, yeah, they all do clean, But this is like this is a freshwater shrimp, and they're very tiny. But before this, I added some, they call them ram's horn snails. I added some snails, and then I added the shrimp. I have ember tetras in there, so it's looking nice. I have some plants. Yeah, I have a celestial pearl Danio. It's a tiny little fish with spots. Let me see if I have any pictures here.
Yeah, you should do like your screenshot instead of that ugly Android. You should put up the background of your aquarium.
That is, yep. I could be promoting my stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Absolutely.
When the moment's right.
Huckleberry, you like that? Yeah, that one's a keeper. I'm gonna choose that one over the frogs. Oh, over the Pepe.
Did you see Alex Jones on Crowder?
Bro, hell yeah, I did.
I that was. I mean, anytime Alex Jones comes on, I have to watch.
Yeah, it's true.
And Alex Jones came with the evidence in a folder all neat too for Crowder.
See, well, I have not seen those. The Mug Club portion of it yet. I'm gonna check that out tomorrow.
Oh. No, I watched the video and I've been listening to the podcast of Crowder because I go for these long walks.
Yeah.
And instead of music, the podcast is just nicer. It helps pass the time better. So I listen to Crowder a lot of the time.
Oh yeah,
You're right.
But Landau, right? Landau, the comedian that's on this show. What's his name? Dave
Oh, yeah,
Landau.
Dave Landau.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm walking. There's a
Dude's
crowd of
hilarious.
people. There's a crowd of there's a tiny little marathon there running around right where I walk at. And these women are walking towards me, whatever. And Dave Landau makes a joke because Crowder's like, the CDC doesn't talk about like fitness and stuff to keep you healthy so you don't get sick, right? So you don't worry about dying from an illness, right? And then Dave Landau is like, she's worried about fitness in her mouth, and like I'm walking and I'm trying not to laugh, and there's a bunch of women jogging towards my direction. Yeah.
No.
So you had a happy face on.
Yeah. Because Dave Landau is making jokes randomly.
He definitely does what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
There's that.
Huckleberry's raising a squirrel.
Yo, what up, movies?
But that's the
Tree
problem
bacon.
that's the problem with listening to something funny while you're walking outside and there's a lot of people around. They think I'm probably laughing at them.
Right. But yeah, did you hear that? Huckleberry's she's raising a gray squirrel.
What's up, movie?
I
Did
told
you
her
say-
to make it nice and fat. So
Did you
tree
say-
bacon.
Did you say a gay squirrel, or a gray squirrel? I'm just trying to be
Gray.
politically correct here.
Gray,
All right. Okay. All right.
not gay.
Huckleberry, that's so awesome. I want to see that. That's so awesome.
So when did the squirrel come out as being gay?
I don't know.
Did the squirrel like one too many nuts?
It's a female squirrel. It's a
Okay.
female squirrel.
Oh, okay. Makes things more interesting.
It's more casual.
Dang.
Yeah. Tree bacon. Gotta fatten it up.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll
I'm gonna
finish
head out, everyone. I just wanted to say hello and just show support, okay?
Oh yeah. No, you got it. And thanks for coming up and sharing the link with us. And
Well, thanks.
but you don't have to go anywhere. You can hang out.
Just kind of linger. You don't mind me in the background?
Yeah.
Not at all.
You don't have to talk.
By all means, please say.
Yeah, you can just hang out here and yell at us when we get out of line.
Right. And every 5 minutes, you're throwing a compliment towards me.
Yeah, make a smacking sound like you're spanking Apex. He'd enjoy that.
Yeah. And please laugh at Apex's jokes once in a while. That boy needs a boost.
Okay,
in
I could be the
self-esteem.
cheerleader. I could be the cheerleader, sure.
Yeah, there you
Yay, I'm a cheerleader.
go.
Apex, you should do the applause sign on your as your background.
The what sign?
Applause, like when when they do the live shows and they say applause or clap.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh dear
Or
God,
laugh.
E.T. Oh
You're
God.
right.
E.T.
I
used to like, oh my gosh, for me as a kid, that was like my nightmare. I don't care if E.T. was friendly. That thing is freaking scary looking. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, they tried to make it look.
All right, so now y'all have a choice to make. This one or the one with the scissors.
I'll stick with the
Whatever.
ET.
I don't
Or
care.
this one.
But
Yeah,
oh God.
I like this one.
put it off.
It's fitting.
Oh my God. Seriously.
It is the adult hour. Can you bring it up a level?
Oh, damn it. Okay, fine.
It's time for pie. Fuck all this stuff. It's time for pie.
Oh, then I'm gonna grab my dessert. I'll be right back.
You said adult hour.
Oh God.
You're welcome, Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom's
I bet
Zoom's
you.
happy.
I bet you Greta eats pie. She eats paint chip pie.
Paint chips.
Hey, Huckleberry,
I bet she
you are
swings.
not wrong.
I bet she
You
swings
are
all
not
ways.
wrong.
Elmer's glue pie.
Hey, Pat.
I like
What are you doing?
turtles. I like turtles.
Who doesn't?
Cherry pie. See, you can see the cherries in it.
Oh, let's not talk about
Yeah.
cherry pie.
Mm.
Ah, you're.
Oh yeah, cherry. Oh my God, it's so
Yeah,
good.
that was always my favorite, the cherry one.
Mm.
I used to buy pies from the corner store.
Mm-hmm.
Or the
Oh,
bodega
I really-
to be formal.
Oh man. Mm.
I hope this
Hey,
one
Pat.
works. Yeah.
Say something.
I'm right here. What's up?
I'm
Say
eating pie,
something.
man.
Something.
Yes,
Oh.
something.
Pancake.
Mm.
That's what I'm gonna say. Pancake.
Dream Wild Canoes. Talk to you soon, bro.
All right. Elliot Page gets deleted. Add.
Mm. Mm.
Do. Doodly-doo.
And yes, I
There it
love
is.
to eat pie.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, pie time.
I know, right? I know.
Well, you have your pie. I have a slice of chocolate flan, and that's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's not bad. Pie's better.
Whatever, Wiz. Whatever.
Right? Because pie is the answer. Come on.
Pie is always the answer for you. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get this thing going.
There you go.
There we go. This is what I'm eating.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope this turns out okay.
Oh,
It's a much larger picture. Oh, that was really good.
Mmm. And it's
that
really
bad.
good. Yeah, tastes really good.
How do you say that again?
So,
Flan,
Flan.
FLAN.
Okay.
Yeah, they have that everywhere over here in the Bronx.
Num 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 num.
Yeah,
Delicious. Good stuff.
that's on top of a brownie.
Yeah, it's like a spongy chocolate, and then they put the flan on top of it. It has like a caramel, light, thin caramel dressing like on it, just like sauce. Very, just lovely. Yum, yum, yum.
Very cheesecakey.
Lighter than that, too.
Yeah, I know. It's lighter than that.
All right, there, Wiz. I fixed it. I put the aquarium.
there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Hold on.
Num, num, num.
I tried. I know. Oh, is it two guys? Are the pancakes too much?
That's
Just
actually kind of
hilarious.
fun.
What in the world? What in the world?
Pancake.
Don't stare at the pancakes too long, or you become one with the pancake.
Right.
You will become one of the pancakes.
Let's see.
Oh shit.
Mm-mm-mm. Yummy.
Thank you for the ASMR, Nightingale. I appreciate it.
No problem. So the
Yeah.
next game I'm going to play on my game channel, though, I'm going to play this one.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, surprisingly. I played all the God of Wars, but I haven't played the one where he's much older. So I'm going to try that out probably this week.
I've only played the one for the PSP many years ago.
PSP. I always wanted a PSP. Never got one.
Yeah, it was
What's
a
up,
pretty
Zach?
good system.
How's it going, Zach? What's happening?
Hey, Yola, Zach.
What's up, Zach?
What's on your mind, brother?
Smells.
I'm gonna refrain from making more jokes. I was gonna say that Zach is typing out Nightingale, please show feet.
What in the world?
I said it.
I'm gonna have to get down here. I'm gonna have to come. I'm on generator, so I'm not gonna be able to hang out much longer, guys.
Oh no.
But
Well, when you're getting close, let's make sure we pack a bowl before you head out if you're getting close.
yeah, about
Yeah.
here at a quarter till. I'll take it till a quarter till, but yeah, I've got to ratchet myself on the generator.
I think I'm on nuclear power.
Generally, I'm on solar, but we had an overcast day, and the leaves ain't down yet, so I'm kind of lean on power because there's a lot of shade being cast by the trees these days.
Yeah.
And then when it gets rainy and overcast during the day, you know, that's a definite problem. Check her out. She's gonna devour the whole. Hurry up.
Can't rush these things, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying every bite. I worked really hard today. I worked hella hard today, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So a lot today was just like
only have
organizing.
this next one for Zoom.
But I moved like so much china, so much tools for cars today. I moved 2 cabinets with a 78-year-old woman. I can't believe we did that. We loaded like
How did
250
she-
pounds in a recycle bin and pulled it up a damn hill. Like, I can't even believe I did. I was broken in sweat.
How
I
did-
was just like, dear God.
How did the
Wow.
old lady get into the cabinet? Did you like bury her after that?
Oh, dear God. Don't ever say that about Sister Kathy.
Oh, I thought you said you moved the furniture with her inside of it.
You're going
Yeah,
to
the way
burn.
you
Holy
said
shit.
The way you said it could be construed that you moved a cabinet with an old lady in it.
Yeah.
Dude, she is tough as nails. She's been teaching me everything, man. I'm so happy she's sharing her wisdom with me. Same with her sister, who's 89. They really take
Wow.
good care of me and back me up on not getting the vaccine and being in the medical field,
Oh, that's
you know?
cool. I
So
respect that.
bless
then.
their hearts. Like, I would be lost
Yeah.
right now without them.
That's cool. We need more people like that in the churches.
Hell yeah.
I'm staying with the Patriots in my church, dude. That's the
There you
closest I
go,
can
guys.
gather
We got
with my
Abraham in the
community.
background.
Wow.
So I'm like networking, trying to keep with the Patriots in my town, and like people don't talk to them, but if you get into there, you know the network. So now I'm part of my historical society. I signed up for that and getting deeper with my Patriots in my town. I'm trying to network and really get to know my neighbors. This is the best I can do. I'm not a man, I'm not strong, but I can definitely make community.
Well, there you go. There you go. You're stronger than you think.
Yeah, Zach.
Maybe I'm a stubborn Hispanic, man. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying.
Lots of heart. Lots of heart. What's up, Jack? Go ahead,
In a
Jack.
small package, in a small package.
Just been happy since a week ago Monday. Guess what? Kay finally found a great fucking guy and he is actually close to me as well. And he wants to hang out with me too.
Nice.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
cool.
Yeah, Zach,
on.
right on, man. Heck yeah. That's the way to go. I'm telling you. Get to know your neighbors, especially the ones at the end, man, because there's a lot that will support. There's a lot of believers. There's a lot of people awake.
Yep.
Oh yeah, especially now I'm part of this thing called Martha's Ministries. I help host funerals, so I'm learning funeral rites and stuff like that. Sad to talk about, but at the end, I want to make sure, I'm prepared if anyone that wants those rights at the end for their friends, family, when we go to war, whatever it may be. I don't want to think about that, but hey, you got to prepare. So I'm trying to think deeper and just prepare for the future.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. Closest
Yeah,
I'm getting right now, that's when the shit hits the fan, we do what we must. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Correct. Absolutely. All right, more fun, more fun.
We're fine.
All right.
More
I'm taking
fun.
Amaranth off the screen.
Apex, oh my god. What in the world? I just looked at your
That's all
image
the
up
best.
there. What in the world?
That's all like the best ASMR.
Don't
person ever.
ask.
Oh my
It
god.
really is.
What did I get myself into?
Everything. And now that you've all stared at her, here's this back for you.
Oh, cheers. Yum yum.
So I'm hoping it's not gonna rain too much tomorrow. I'll be able to get some shit done.
Oh yeah. I'll pray for that. Pray for that.
Right. Because
Here's
I,
Dawn.
When it
Hey,
rains, there's no
what's up?
work. Oh, Don. Right on, Don. Hello, sir.
Nightingale, how are you?
Hey, Dawn.
I am good, sir. It's not a bad day. How are you today?
Not bad so far. I want to speak to the pervy one in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. When real females are present, please try to refrain from opening your fly or dropping your trousers. We want to at least feign some respectability up in here.
I don't want to choke on my
Oh,
flan. I don't want to
trying
choke on
to
my flan.
maintain the moral high ground. That's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying. Don't fall off into the fucking gutter with the rest of those Hollywood perv
fair
fucks.
enough.
All right, I'll get off my soapbox now. Thank you very much. Always a pleasure, Miss Nightingale. Thank you all for having me and listening to my fucking shit.
Well, you just you just offended all. You offended 438,000 of Amaranth's boyfriends.
Hey, did you?
Yes, that was
Dear
my
God.
goal.
Yeah, if there's 400 and how many thousand boyfriends are like
38.
half male, half fucking. So no, I didn't offend any real males there. I didn't offend any real testosterone there. I'm absolutely sure of that.
Right.
They must fight for her honor.
Yeah, okay. Bring it.
Whatever honor.
It
she has.
is October.
What are we talking? What are we doing? Fucking, what's that? Mortal Kombat 3 or some shit like that? Fuck you. That's not the way it works. Okay.
So talking about shit, have you gotten your septic system in yet?
Shit. You know what? I'm so glad you brought that up. Because we just did the walk around for that. I finally have a well. I finally have an air conditioning. The tile guys are doing their thing. The cabinet guys are doing their thing. I'm so excited. All of the money that the wife has spent is finally showing up in shipments to the house.
Right.
Beds, fucking washer, dryers, refrigerators, stoves, tile, curtains, fucking everything. Yeah. The whole nut. All that is showing up at the house now, so it's all good. Hot and cold running. And I don't say this in a detrimental or negative tone, but we got a bunch of little Mexicans running around doing their shit, and they're doing it really well.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, they're each of the contractors. So,
Right.
and I'm not sounding, I don't want to sound racist in doing this, but I can say what, Mexican Americans or Latinos. Should I say that? Contractors.
No, you're all good. Keep talking. No, you're all good. Just keep going with
They're
it.
contractors buzzing around the house doing their shit. Electrical, tile guys, cabinet guys, painting guys, all of them, top in their fucking field. I know what they're doing. Doing a great job. At least the wife says so, and that's the only thing that's important.
Right.
So that said, everything's going great. Let's see. I am informed that I will get my Jeep back with a new motor in it on Wednesday of next week, which, pardon my French, Nightingale, but that gives me a chubby just thinking about. Well, I'm getting a Jeep with a brand new 5.7 liter Hemi in it. That's, I'm just really excited about getting my old Jeep back. I'm sorry.
Right.
Went and picked up the ATVs today. So we brought the trailer with the ATVs back. So I'm going to offload the ATVs and I'm going to start spinning around the trailer park here and on my ATVs and make it a little noise. That's all. Just a little noise.
That sounds like a good time. Right on. Heck yeah.
It is. It's, things are moving, shaking. The house is getting close to finishing. I'm getting close to selling the house on the East Coast. So that's very cool. That's going to put a chunk of change in my pocket. I'm pretty excited about that.
Right.
Let's see. Jeep back, ATVs back. Work sucks. Did I say work sucks? Yeah, work really sucks.
Right.
But there's a remedy for that, and it's easy. I can just throw my resume out and get a 15% raise in my next job. So,
right.
The cure for sucking work is another job, I guess.
Right.
And eventually, go ahead.
Yeah, the problem is that they all suck.
They all suck. You're absolutely right. And that was my next level up. It's time for me to get out of the fucking work game. I'm tired. No, listen, I got enough money. And I could do probably 2 more years and just bag it up and not have to worry about it ever again. And just drive the RV all over the United States, and I should be able to gas it up. As long as gas doesn't go to $6 a gallon, I can still fill it up.
Right.
$6 a gallon, I'm going to start to choke at that point.
Wow. Right.
I mean, think about 75 gallons of pop at $6 a gallon.
Wiz, look what Greta's watching.
Wow.
Right.
It's Hitler.
He's got
It's Hitler giving a speech.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
But yeah,
so anyway, that's the Dawn Report, brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com
and pie.
Go.
And pie.
And pie.
And pie. God bless America.
Yeah.
Oh
2
man,
meter is 19 inches. Well, 2 meter is 11. 2 meter is 19 inches. Yes, I think it is.
Well, if it's 2 meters, you better call the Guinness Book of World Records. Don't worry about the metric system.
I'm not sure what that was about. I didn't get that one.
I'm referring to Scott's. I'm also an amateur radio operator, so 2 meters and 70 centimeters is familiar terminology to me. Sorry.
Yeah, I would just go with the 70 centimeters because it sounds bigger.
Okay.
I'm out of here,
Would
guys.
you rather use the number 2 or 70, right? 70, just go with it.
All right.
Yeah. Dream well, Patriots. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless you all.
Take care, Wiz.
Night, Wiz.
See ya. Hey, Zach, were you saluting
down
Wiz,
to
or were you
5.
responding to the video that Greta's watching?
Were
Were you doing a Hail Hitler? Was that a Hail Hitler?
Dude, I'm telling you, I smell a meme out of that video you got going right there. I smell a meme.
I do too.
Yeah. I can make it look more realistic too, but that would take time.
Yeah. See, I want to know how people do like the bots and stuff in the chats. And all
Bots
that.
and chats. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
There's some of the stoner channels that have like a hit counter. Like every time you take a hit, it counts the hit or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen. Ask him. Did you ask Amaranth? She's very helpful.
No,
But you have
I
to
asked
pay-
your stoner girlfriend though.
You have to pay to ask questions on her channel. She won't talk to you if you don't pay.
Oh yeah, no.
Smiley, you're spending way too much time on her channel. Watching her lick that fucking mic. You really got to watch that shit.
This is true, bro. Mo,
Way
wash
too much
your
time,
ear
brother.
after that.
Way
Not
too
that
much
you
time.
Ear crabs. You're gonna get a case of the head crabs.
Yeah, the ear crabs.
The ear crabs, yeah. You don't know where that tongue's been. God, I don't want to know where that tongue's been.
It's probably only been on that microphone.
Probably so.
Yeah, that stuff's weird to me.
It is.
It's like, dude, like most men dig that kind of thing. I don't know. Like, I would say
No,
I'm an oddball for
no,
that kind of stuff.
No,
It's
and
like,
hell
ugh.
no. That is some really simpy fucking soy boy trans homo horse shit.
Yeah, it's coming out of
Real men got nothing for that shit. Nothing.
It's like
Clear that
freaking-
right up for you, Nightingale.
Basically, freakishly wealthy guys out in Silicon Valley are watching that.
Yeah.
Like Mark Zuckerberg, he's probably tipping Amaranth
This is why she's making $27K a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could make $27,000 a fucking month. Jesus.
Well, you got to do the ASMR thing.
No, I just need a giant inflatable hot tub in the pickle.
Yeah. That'll work.
I'll stick to doing hard work. That's
I'll
fine with
choose-
me. I'll live some humble pie rather.
Yeah, I gotta go with Nightingale. What about a job? How about a
That is
fucking job?
She was giving the microphone an ear job.
Oh
I mean, there's
God,
that.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I'll choose
Twitter is not a job.
That's why I'm like so tired of people like the people that watch that stuff. I don't even know, like they're sick. Like I think a
They're
lot of them are sick.
freaks. They
And,
are. You're absolutely right.
That's why I'm seeking men in the church that are awake, like that are humble and patriotic. Like I'm so over the deceit, the sickness, all of that, and I'm just like, man,
smileys
I'm
of the
over.
world,
I'm getting old, so I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
looking through that way,
Well, the
looking for
one
good
thing.
people.
Well, the one thing you have to watch out for is not to become a home wrecker because a lot of those guys in the church are married with families. Just saying.
That's
is
why I'm
true.
part of administrators there. Like I know the
I'm guessing
people of
she
the
knows
church.
a little better than that, Smiley.
No, I've seen
Yeah.
personally. I've seen in churches around where I live. I've seen that happen. I've seen older women hitting on men, but those men are married with the family.
Well, they're definitely not part of
Yeah.
my Bible study.
Yeah.
Yeah, yet another reason not to attend church in New York City
True.
because
See,
it
now,
ain't
if there
like
was
that
like
everywhere
a
else.
only Bible study, I would totally do that.
Dude, I got to get my soul food. Things are tough. There's a struggle with the soul and with our like human flesh, our body. So I'm just trying to keep strong in all angles here. It's a lot of confusion out there, but
But
everyone their own.
It sounds like you're in a good church based on what you said about those nuns.
Oh yeah, they're tough
Yeah.
as nails, dude. And they smoke cigarettes like chimneys.
Are those
Yeah.
Catholic nuns?
Those are the good
Yeah,
men.
what it is I call them sisters, but they've been with the church probably for about 30 to 40 years, and they converted. But they are like seriously just strong souls, strong-willed people that are good with your community. I mean, there's no perfect person.
Well, I
But
grew up.
they
I grew up in the Catholic Church, and the people that were, like nuns and priests when I was growing up were all Irish, the majority Irish, and they were all strictly conservative. And now the new.
I think most of those nuns and priests in prison now. In one form or another.
The new nuns and priests are all like, they're all foreigners. They're all foreigners, and they're left wing here. They support the vaccine for the most part over here, and in the churches. But the old Irish didn't support that kind of stuff. They were very conservative. It was not like the the pedophiles in the church. It was not all of them, right? There was a bit, but it wasn't all of them.
There was quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, it's because they banned priests from getting married in the Roman Catholic Church. So what happened was it attracted a certain type of person to become a priest after that.
Oh, you mean the one that Bill?
That's just a line of horseshit. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a fucking line of horseshit for a weak piece of shit male who can't keep his dick in his pants, doesn't have a self-discipline not to fucking go around raping on little boys.
Well, they find those type of pedophiles in like and also like they want to become elementary school teachers. They want to be around kids, so they'll go to any type of career where they can do that. And priest happens to be one of them. Yeah, youth ministers, coaches of sports teams.
Yep.
Yeah, there's going to be bad apples. You're just going to have to look for the good churches, the good people of your community, get to know your community, and usually it could take care of itself.
Well,
but when you're not involved, people can get away with a lot more, and it gives them temptation.
A lot of people gave their kids to other people to raise and not paying attention. That's what happens. That's what happened with the public school system and critical race theory, right? They just send their kid off like daycare.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're lucky enough now where some, maybe not all, but some are waking up to the problems. And I'm not going to say we're woke, but
Yeah.
See, I don't like that term woke. As a conservative, I will never say that I am woke. I will say that I am awake to an issue or to many issues, but I will never ever say that I am woke.
I have to agree with you there. I actually have to agree with you as a conservative. I don't think I ever want to be woke.
Yeah.
The basic problem here is real simple. And I'm going to break it down past where everybody else has broken it down. The simple fact is that the internet has now allows everybody to communicate with everybody else, and all levels and using all mediums.
Yep.
And the problem is we haven't figured out how to do that yet. We just don't know. We haven't figured out how best to articulate our ideas to each other, to communicate in terms of, just communications. For instance, trying to communicate via chat, and the chat, when it gets it into a depth of the conversation, begins to lose a shit ton of context. In other words, it's hard to carry on a meaningful, deep conversation in a chat.
It's true.
It's not meant for that. Okay. Now, we can carry on a conversation via voice, like you and I are carrying on a conversation, or we can hold a panel and each have a voice. But these are all brand new concepts to us, and we're just getting grasp on how to communicate with one another. And this is our problem, because those that we've chosen in the past to communicate for us, i.e., the talking heads on CNN, MSNBC, and all the rest of those mass communication mediums, are now fucked. And we don't choose those guys, these people, to communicate our message anymore, because they're not communicating our message. And the more information we have, exactly, the more information we have, the more we find out, hey, they're lying to us, and they have been lying to us for the last 50 years. So the deeper we begin to dig, the harder we discover that, well, we've been fucked since its inception as conservatives. And I say we as conservatives. And I'll shut up now and let the chat have itself back. And it looks like Zach there needs to say something. So I'll just, I'll go on mute for a minute. Thank you for your time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey guys, I'm going to hop down. Hope you all have a great night, and I love you.
All right, Zach, take care, man.
Take it easy, Zach.
Go
Have
save
a good
the
evening,
world.
brother.
Go do your superhero work.
Yeah, honestly, I might call it a night right now too. I have a busy morning tomorrow. I'm doing something new. My church is actually going to be doing rosary a short distance from a Planned Parenthood. I just want to see how they handle it on their side. This would be my first attendance. I see it on the news. I see it on InfoWars, Alex Jones, but I just want to see it for myself. So I'm actually participating in it. And supposedly we don't even go near, contact the people there. We just pray and just do rosary together for about an hour. So I'm going to try it out and see if I can get a different perspective of what's up.
Nice.
So you guys have a great night.
If you ever want me to open up the channel and we do a virtual Bible study, that would be cool too.
Oh, that would be cool. I do have a thing for today. If you guys want me to read it before I leave.
That'd be awesome too.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me do it. Let's see. I'm just going to read it out loud. So this is basically called Jesus Calling. It's supposed to be messages from the Lord for 365 days of the year. So I got today's date. So let's see. I am perpetually with you, taking care of you. That is the most important fact of your existence. I am not limited by time or space. My presence with you is a forever promise. You need not fear the future, for I am already there. When you make the quantum leap into eternity, you will find me awaiting you in heaven. Future is in my hands. I release it to you day by day, moment by moment. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow. I want you to live this day abundantly, seeing all there is to see, doing all there is to do. Don't be distracted by future concerns. Leave them to me. Each day of life is a glorious gift, but so few people know how to live within the confines of today. Much of their energy for abundant living spills over the timeline into tomorrow's worries or past regrets. The remaining energy is sufficient only for limping through the day, not for living it to the full. I am training you to keep your focus on my presence in the present. This is how to receive abundant life, which flows freely from my throne of grace. So that's today's, but I think it's good still to look into the future, but just always remember that the Lord is there to guide us to go through those terrible times that are coming up. So, it kind of opens your mind just to make sure you keep him in mind while we go through these struggles. That's how I feel about it.
I agree, and he would never send us to do something unless he already had a way for us to achieve it.
Exactly, and he may have a crazy way of handling the future for us and already has a plan, but he usually works it out. It may be unexpected, but we just got to keep doing our part, everyone.
I agree. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome, you guys. Everyone, please have a blessed, wonderful night, and just take care, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good night, yo.
Good night.
Night, good.
Good night. Buenas noches.
Hey, Apex, can I share a Bible verse?
Is it the
Can I?
Bible verse?
No,
Wait, can I?
no.
All right, that's
You
one
cannot share a
vote.
Bible
That's
verse.
that's one vote. Apex,
Only
what
if
do
it
you
comes
say?
from the Klingon Bible.
It's from the Bible. It's from the Bible.
Listen, you can
Is it
share other
actually
shit,
from the-
but I'm not sure you have the you have the wherewithal to carry the Bible verse.
It's just one verse.
Hey,
It's just
hey,
one
let me
verse.
share you guys the Bible verse.
It's just one verse.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. All right, that's all I want to share.
Oh shoot! What is it?
So I'm informed that Nancy Pelosi just delayed the vote on the bipartisan, or what she calls the bipartisan fucking $3.5 trillion spending spree to fucking left wing. Anyway, sorry.
Really?
Shutting up now. Yeah, it was just delayed in the House.
Huh?
It's because she doesn't have the votes for it. She just simply does not have the votes for it.
Yeah.
No vax vets get no service. I don't understand that.
And my younger brother is in the Navy boot camp right now.
Yes.
Yeah, and he had to get the vaccine. He got the Pfizer vaccine.
Well, if he's going to stay in the military, he's going to have to get the vaccine.
Yeah, so he did.
Okay.
He's signing up for the full time thing. He wants to work on the submarines for that's what he wants to do. So he did really well in the ASVAB, and he's happy about it. He just called recently, they allowed him to do the phone call thing, and he was pretty happy about it. He's having a good time.
Where's he in boot at? Great Lakes?
He's in Chicago, yeah.
Great Lakes.
Yep.
I have a Bible verse, Genesis 1:29, and I give. Then God said, "I give every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it, and they will be yours for food." All seed-bearing.
So you're going to start. So he was basically talking about edibles, right, Apex?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that's where it
Yeah,
was going.
this sounds like that edible topic in the Bible. I kid. Although, with that said, fire in the bowl.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
Smiley, you're going to have to show me how to make that link in the upper right-hand corner of Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms. You're going to have to show me how to make that hyperlinked. How to make that, a link where somebody can click on that and go, and it'll open a new browser and take them to sausagegravybiscuitfarms.com.
All right.
Well, the problem with that, Don, is I don't think we can, because
I disagree with that.
I mean,
disagree
I'm
with that
sure we
completely.
could.
I know
But
you.
maybe have a button or something we put up there. Maybe.
Okay. We'll figure that out. Yes, sir. I got other graphics that you can throw up there. Yes, sir.
That was the thing that happened.
That was a
It's a
thing that
countdown
happened.
clip.
Okay.
It's a 30-second countdown clip. That's kind of
They
cool.
denied U.S. vets doctors if not vaxxed.
No, that's not right. What they did is, if they go unvaxxed, they're not receiving their VA benefits. That's what I heard.
I'm gonna have to. That's fucked up, and somebody
That's
needs to be
very
taken
fucked
out
up.
to court because that's not right.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the Democrats actually believe that it's only Trump supporters that don't want the vaccine, so they're trying to make Trump supporters quit from every profession. Like they want no Trump supporters in hospitals, military. So that's the idea behind it. They're mostly right. It is mostly Trump supporters that are not getting the vaccine. I'm just taking a wild guess.
That's actually such a myopic view. The fact is that not more than half of the people in the United States are vaccinated right now.
Right.
So if you take that in just electoral terms, that's 80 million people. Well, the beauty part is that the other 80 million are Trump supporters, and they're not vaccinated. So if you want to go ahead and fire 80 million people, and I've been saying this all along, if you want to go ahead and isolate or fire Trump supporters, just like you said, then at that point you're cutting half of the workforce out in the United States.
But that goes with the Great Reset.
I don't know what the fuck Great Reset you're talking about, but that's going to be the Great Depression is what that's going to be.
Yeah, that's
going to be
that's what they plan on doing.
Okay, well, not on my watch. Not that I have anything to do with it, but no.
Did you watch the last episode of Steven Crowder where he was talking to Alex Jones?
No.
Yeah, you should watch that. Alex Jones had the documents about the Great Reset and the plan to collapse the economy.
Okay.
I mean, it's on Crowder, and he has the paper evidence there, and he presents a rational argument.
Oh, and I'm sure he does, and there are plenty of rational arguments out there. However, that kind of rational argument generally doesn't come to pass. I mean, just look at history. How many times has the market collapsed, so to speak? How many times?
Right, but they want to collapse the private sector and make everything government owned.
Really, Smiley, what do you do for a living?
Statistics, data analysis.
For who? Is that professionally?
Yeah, I'm not going to say exactly who. It's mostly for university stuff. I'm not
For
in school, but it's
university.
university stuff. Yeah, for research studies.
Okay. It doesn't sound like you got a whole bunch of real world experience. It sounds to me like you
No.
like to throw around a lot of theories and
Right,
possibilities, but no real
Right.
work. Okay. Well, I hope that works out for you, but it doesn't work like that in the real world. I just want to point that out. There's been how many collapses of the economy in the United States?
Well, it's not going to
Collapses.
collapse the entire economy. What's happening is everything's becoming government owned.
So how is that
Nobody's-
possible? How is
Because-
that? How will we have an economy if everything is owned by the government?
Most new jobs are government jobs.
Horse
Most-
shit. That's a line of horse fucking shit. Most new jobs are government jobs.
Yes.
You hear yourself? Are you going to stand behind that statement?
Most new jobs
Well,
are
it is
government
New York.
jobs. Well,
sorry,
yeah,
most new-
in New York City especially.
Well, most new
Or-
jobs are not created in New York City. I can assure
They're
you of
either
that.
government jobs or receiving government funding.
Again, I'm going to call horseshit on that. You have no proof of that. Most new jobs are created in the private sector. Matter of fact, there's
that's
tracking
changing.
for that. No, it's not changing. Okay, the government is not taking over the private sector. The government is not buying out fucking private sector. There's too much private sector out there for the government to buy.
They're merging.
And-
They're
and-
merging with the big companies
No,
like
they're
Amazon.
not. Who is? Who is merging with what?
The government works directly
Government is
with.
merging with what? With who?
They work directly with the owners of Amazon and other companies.
God, you're such a fucking liar. How? How has the government worked with Amazon? What, uses some of Amazon's commercial web services? Yes, they use $10 billion worth. Do you think they're going to privatize that anytime soon? No, it's never going to happen.
They control
Where
what
in the
goes on their
fuck do you
platform.
get this line of horse shit? They control what?
They control what it could be sold on Amazon, and that's part of economic control. And they're big
Who?
donors to politicians.
Who they? Who they? The government controls what can be sold? Yes, the government has always regulated what can be sold. Always. You think that's what changing today? Jesus Christ, the fucking fear and FUD that you're spreading is just amazing. And you actually spout this out as fact to your university and high school people?
I don't talk about politics in in the university.
You do analysis. You do this kind of analysis. If you're doing this analysis on the data you have,
It's not about that.
what is it about then?
It's based on human behavior. It's
Based on human behavior? Your analysis? You can talk me around in circles all you want, brother. But unless you start putting some facts on the paper, you got nothing at this point. You really don't.
Moving on.
Okay. See, this is why you shouldn't invite me up. You shouldn't. This is
No,
why nobody
it's
wants to
just-
hear what I have to say.
I don't know. I don't see it as being that deep.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll shut up now. I've said what I have to say.
But yeah.
But yeah,
So this
tomorrow I'll break
shutdown,
out
what's going on? That's the 8th
tomorrow
of
we'll break out
October?
the ATVs and we're going to go out in the desert tomorrow on the ATVs.
Nice.
That's going to be bad as fuck. And I hope to get some video of it.
That'd be cool.
So I have some video of the ATVs out in the desert for tomorrow night, hopefully.
Now, is this trucker shutdown things really supposed to be happening on the 8th? From what I'm hearing.
So I hear rumors about it. Not only that, it has to do with how much automation the trucking industry is bringing to trucking now, but also the state of the union in trucking. In other words, the truckers are not making as much money as they used to. Their time is more restricted, and they're just kind of fed up. So they're talking about a 3-day strike and or slowdown of moving freight across the United States. Well, if they do that,
we're already in a shortage. We're about to be.
Well, exactly. We're not exactly in the gravy flowing just as hard as it can.
Yeah.
If you were to throw some financial catalyst in front of that, say, oh, I don't know, the United States defaulting on its debt for the first time in its history.
Right.
On top of that, on top of toilet paper not being on Costco shelves,
yeah,
then people may start to panic.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I mean, that's all. I'm worried about. I'm worried about the stupidity of others more than I am us.
Yes. I know me personally, I've got me covered, but
and that's all you can do.
Else that I'm starting to worry about,
Well, take care of you and take care of yours. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Remember not to let any outsiders into the bunker.
Exactly. No outsiders in the bunker. No boyfriends in the bunker.
No.
Not gonna happen.
Man, I need to install a bathroom downstairs. I'll be back, guys.
What, that trip upstairs to the restrooms getting to you now?
Yeah. It just
I'm sorry
makes
to hear that.
everything looser when I go upstairs.
Yeah, but how much work's it going to be to install a bathroom downstairs? So the lights on my Jeep don't work. I installed a trailer light setup so that I could plug my trailer into it and get my lights going. Plugged the trailer in tonight, lights didn't work. And I suspect it's because I don't have the ground properly set up on the new trailer hitch. So I'll have to. It's called a bucket. Zoom always worried. Zoom, you shouldn't be so worried, brother. I know. Sociology. Yeah, I got nothing for it. Yep. Smoke a bowl. Let's smoke a bowl. Fire in a bowl, boys and girls. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms. Let me see if I can throw a little cam action up in there. No, can't do that. Can't do that. There we go. Let's try that. Y'all get to see my ugly ass. You know how I roll? Yes, we do. And Greta, I didn't mean to be harshing on you. I really didn't. But you kind of got me on a roll there. And sometimes I think you poke the button just to hear the scream. I don't think bunkers are going to save us, guys. No, you're absolutely right. Bunkers are not going to save us. But being self-sufficient is going to save us. Having enough shit paper. When the electricity goes off, having a generator around or having some solar panels handy is going to save us. Having a little extra gasoline or a little extra cash when it comes to making a purchase is going to save us. So yeah, some personal and professional discipline would save us. But again, that's just my humble opinion. Four pin. Ground, left, right, stop. But the ground, the white wire, I put the new one on there, and I thought it was grounded through the light, through the rear light bulbs. But apparently it's not. Apparently there's a loose ground end with a eyelet on it that I just need to find a ground, drill a hole, put a self-tapping in there, and be done with it. But I just need to get 10 minutes and set up the drill to do it. That's all. I believe, this is just my humble opinion, I believe that the ground problem on the Jeep will fix the light problem with the trailer, because I believe the trailer lights are actually working. At least last time I looked at them, they were actually working. And the Jeep light is a new install. So, but it's actually a 4-pin going into a 7-pin plug. And I'm rambling, I know. One of the things that I've discovered through my anyone ran solar before? Yeah, I've run solar before. I know a lot about solar. I've got 10 250-watt solar panels waiting to be stacked and thrown up on Victron solar controllers. I just got two 12-volt, 200 amp hour lithium batteries that I'm trying to put together. Drag the trailer a minute to polish the hitch. Gotcha. Okay. I can do that, yes. Could be the hitch just not making it through the ground. Yep. Loaned my trailer last week. I don't know, brother. I mean, loaning out tools is one thing. Loaning out trailers, that's a different animal. I recently put one of those electric tongue jacks on my trailer. Holy shit, is that cool? That's just cool. Jack running like tore off taillight, motherfuckers. Yeah, they do that. Bent jack running like tore off on fucking. Was he a good friend, or you used to be a good friend at least? Fucking up trailer. But I got to tell you, if you want to take that bent jack as a good opportunity to replace that with an electric jack, I highly recommend it. And you can do the whole electric jack for less than $100 on a high quality one with the light and everything else. So it's very cool. Renogy, I know Renogy. Yeah. They got good gear. Solar controllers, yeah. Panels, they do a good job, yeah. Finish my first daggum meal of the day. Jason, it's late, brother. You should be eating more often. Yeah, I just recently got a second Victron controller, 50 amp. So I got big plans for solar, both on the RV, in the RV, and on the house. And I've been doing a whole bunch of studying and testing and wiring and a bunch of other stuff, and it's been working out for me. It really has.
Aye, lads, let me be telling you, nothing worse than shitting out Nessie from your asshole. Sorry. Hi.
Had to pull it a mile. You had to rub it for a mile before it would drown. That's fucked up. I'm sorry to hear that, Scott.
Whew. So Don, I don't know if you heard earlier. I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I did.
I heard.
I brought
I was
the plant up.
I was heartbroken.
Oh, what? With the other plant?
Yeah.
No, it's perfectly timed.
You think?
Yeah, I've been watching the grow videos from Kyle Cushman, and he's the one who got the tree that I'm growing currently. That I was growing. He's the one who's like the cultivator of it. So I've been watching grow tips specifically on the strawberry cough, and he says to go ahead and harvest that 10% amber on the trichomes. So that's what I did.
Okay. You're going to listen to some stranger, or you're going to listen to Uncle Don. Okay, that's fine. I get you. I understand.
Oh no, I'm listening to a lot of different people.
I'm heartbroken.
Heartbroken. No. That's all good.
That's fine. I get it. I understand. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Hey, don't worry, bro. The GG4 across the cheese is going in next.
Better be, damn it.
Oh, it is. I'm gonna have three of those growing for the first round, and then 3 of the OMGs. Was it original Michigan glue?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna have, and that's for the second cycle. Then the third cycle, we're gonna have some auto flowers going.
Okay.
Like we've got critical purple, some I think big booted cheeses in there. So
That dude sounds tasty. Tasty.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Hey Scott, I can help you with your solar if you want. I'm just reaching out to Scott in the chat, talking to Scott in the chat. I can help you with your solar if you want. I know about that shit. And yes, I do have a degree in electrical engineering. If that matters. It shouldn't really.
Wrong mother lucker. So after we get off here, I'm gonna run to the gas station at 2:00 in the morning and pick up some damn orange juice because I had a little bit just now, like the very little last bit, and I want more orange juice now. Damn it!
I get it. I understand completely.
Yeah, I might pick up a few donuts too.
You got to hit that sweet tooth,
donut orange juice run.
Got to hit that sweet tooth.
Yeah. And it's right up the street too, so it's like not like I'm going far. I've learned that I can smoke a single joint on the way there and back completely. So there's that.
Oh wow. Okay.
I no longer judge my distance by miles or time. I judge it by the joints that I smoke. No, I'm just kidding. That would be a cool way to judge it, though. Yeah,
Operational
Wiz, it's going to
amplifiers.
take me about 12 joints to get down to your place, sir. Actually, that would be about right. As long as I'm not chain smoking joint after joint, 12 joints should be enough to get down to Wiz's from here.
Skull, I graduated with the grade of not as good. Not as good as the next guy. So Scott,
It's
if
okay.
you know home electrical, then you literally, you already know everything you need to know about doing solar. You just don't know you already know it. In other words, everything that applies to Ohm's law in AC applies to the same in fucking DC. And you know that.
This is true. Studied.
It just doesn't vibrate as much. It just doesn't vibrate at 60 hertz.
And if need be, go get home electrical for dummies. Always a good idea, right?
Well, it sounds like Scott knows home electrical and he's trying to understand solar. And solar is done in 12 volt, 24 volt, or 48 volt increments. If you've got 10,000 watts, it sounds like you're doing it for the house. So if you've got 10,000 watts, then you're going to run that into your, you're going to divide it up however your inverter or inverters will take it, which will then turn that into a DC source, which will put into your batteries. And then you'll run your AC off of your battery. So your inverter will tie directly to your batteries, which will be charged by your solar. Then your inverter will run everything AC. Really pretty simple. But I'm not a fucking...
Wow.
Well, actually, I am an electrical engineer. But I'm not a solar engineer.
I'm going to start the show earlier tomorrow, I think. Or today, I guess. I had 6 songs picked out that I wanted to do, and I actually prepped and got all the lyrics put on Notepad and everything. I've got 6 different Notepad windows open with different songs that I want to do just throughout, and then I don't know. Hey, Don, do you think it would be okay if I threw out my PayPal every once in a while for possible donations?
Well, it's not my channel, so I can't say.
Okay.
I would, if it were me, I'd clear that with the players. So, and in my humble opinion, the players are Kimmy for Sick Pat is his channel, and that's it. If you clear it with those guys, then they have the say on that. It's their real estate, brother. It's not mine.
Right. True. Okay. Apex needs new strings for his guitars.
Well, I mean, if you have an Apex show where Apex is out there strumming the guitar for 30 minutes or an hour, I don't see why you can't have the Apex moniker running across the bottom saying, give till it hurts kind of thing, or here drop a few shekels into PayPal's 10 cups so I can get a new string when my B channel goes out.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me look here. I'm not even sure how many followers I have on my own Twitch.
Scott. So it's the controller to the inverter part. Got it. So you're going to do 2 controllers to 1 battery bus. So all of your controllers, let's say you're just a 12 volt guy.
27.
So you're going to do 2 solar controllers that are putting outputs of 12 volts to a single 12 volt bus. That single 12 volt bus will be your batteries, but also that'll be the same bus that you use to input to your inverter. Okay. Basic 2 inverters, but 1 controller. I don't understand. 2
Do you guys do the crickets
inverters.
too?
Oh. Okay, so you've got 1 DC solar controller that's pumping solar panels into your DC 12 volts. And then you've got 2 inverters that are taking 12 volts off of that and creating AC, say, to 3,000 watts each. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Mine is just the opposite. I have 2 controllers putting 12 volts on the bus, and then 1 inverter taking 12 volts off the bus and creating 3,000 watts of AC with the inverter. Does that make sense?
Jesus Christ!
Christ, what the fuck?
Hold up. Time out. I need to show this one. This is fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Show us. Show me.
I gotta get my video up. Hang on a sec.
Touch me. I wanna be dirty. Fill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night.
Let me turn my blue screen off really quick. And blah. All right.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Get over here. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What the?
It was perfect.
What was that?
Here, I'll play it again. Wait, hang on a sec.
Yes, it is, Jason. Setting it all up is the fun part.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Get over here. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's called No. Okay, so the guy's name's Ricky Berwick on YouTube. He's disabled. He rides around in an electric, wheelchair and stuff. But he's freaking hilarious. He makes all these short videos, mainly like just ripping on e-girls on TikTok. And it's absolutely
okay. I like the guy already if he's ripping on e-girls.
right.
Ricky Berwick. I'm gonna have to look him.
Yeah, Ricky Berwick. B-R Wick. W-I-C-K. It's true. He calls himself a cripple. So he's a cripple. Oh, shit.
Shut that door, Noel.
What the fuck?
You know how this works. This is how you treat a lady, world. Here you go, Noel. Come on up.
What the fuck?
This is what is to be expected.
Okay, never mind. Fuck that. So you guys are hearing the crickets too, right?
Sorry, I was drinking. I hear a little something in the background, but nothing massive. No.
Those crickets are in my wall. They're so
I've been
damn
ripping some
annoying.
walls out. Wondering how to run the controller to run inverter. And still use the controller's output for lights or something.
Ooh.
So here's my question, Ben. Scott, does your controller inverter put out the same voltage as your other inverters? And do I understand that correctly, that you have more than one inverter?
You're getting on my fucking nerves, all right? Hey, fuck you, bitch. You are dead meat. I want to apologize.
What the fuck? People are dumb. All right, so I've got two things that I can listen to while I'm going to sleep tonight. One is a 6-hour movie called The Reptilian Agenda, and the other is an audio book that's 11 hours long called History of the World. I'm trying to figure out which is going to put me to sleep faster.
The 11 hours of History of the World sounds somewhat interesting, although it's boring as fuck. But,
right.
Dude, it's your call. Your call.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, hold on. So, what this is the History of the World audiobook part 1 that's 11 hours long. What the hell? Ooh, the Return of... See, I like YouTube at night because I listen to audiobooks. I've been listening to the X-Files audiobooks, like all the Star Trek audiobooks. They even have Physics of the Impossible by Dr. Michio Kaku. So I can listen to that. Or I can listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson and listen to Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. Huh. Oh, here's Moby Dick by Herman Melville. This one's 23 hours, 54 minutes, and 28 seconds long. Jesus. All right, guys. Yeah, it's good to be about that time. I'm rambling. Yeah. Don, Smiley.
Yes, sir.
You two have a good night. I'm gonna close down here. My brain's all fuzzy and stuff from lack of sleep.
Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful evening.
But like I said, I'm gonna be starting up earlier tomorrow. I'm talking like maybe 6 or 7 Eastern.
I'll be there.
All right,
Diesel's going
brother.
for an all-nighter.
Smiley.
Heat wires. It's cool.
Oh
I know.
gosh, no.
I'm a
no,
wire
no.
between my teeth kind of guy there, Skull. Always have been.
All righty, guys. Have a good night. Chat. I love y'all. Sweet dreams. And
Ciao, brothers
have
and
a
sisters.
good night. Smiley, take her easy, brother.